Woo, hopefully that's working. I don't know, people say noises.
Noises.
Yeah.
Oh shit, there we go.
Caca.
Hey guys, welcome to Rise of Tiamat. It looks a little different right now, and as you can tell, that's because our beautiful editor man who does all of the fancy Twitch stuff and like plugins and stuff is on vacation right now, and we hope he's having the best time ever, visiting Hogwarts and Disney World and all that good stuff.
We weren't prepared.
we thought we were prepared, but then we realized we weren't.
He said, I'm going on vacation.
He said,
Good
peace,
luck.
Good luck, have fun. Y'all bitches can do everything now. And it's at that moment where we realize that everything truly falls apart. Anyway.
We need Jesus in our life.
Jesus, I need you to do all my fancy editing, please. Where are my star swipes? So, hopefully he's not watching this right now. All right, so do we have any announcements other than the obvious thing that's coming up on the weekend? Do we want to talk about that? Because I've been a little out of the loop, honestly, with work. So who's got the specs on that? We should talk about it. Hey guys, so there is the watch me improv this. This is the vibe for tonight. Okay, this is what we're going for.
That is okay.
That's totally fine. Okay, so hey guys, Divide and Conquer does this thing every year. It is a big charity stream where we pair with Extra Life to raise money for the Texans Children's Hospital in Houston, a very specific one that is near and dear to our good boy Jesus' heart. And it is coming up on the 6th
of November.
Yes.
Noon.
Right at noon. And you guys are streaming for a whole 24 hours.
Yep.
25 hours.
Excuse
Probably
me.
25 hours.
Because we're going to fall back an hour in the middle of the night.
Savings.
Bless you all.
It is going to end at noon of November 7th. And we are going to be playing D&D and board games. And as per usual, it is going to end into a big battle royale, but it's a little different. It is a dungeon crawl this time. It's not like a 1v1 thing.
I will be with you guys in spirit.
But Jesus he said, be prepared, use all your monies, and be prepared.
See, I'm not playing. I know what's going to happen, but
there's a tip. There might be a TPK. We'll see.
No. I know who Sydney's playing, and I know for a fact that you might just have this.
Yep.
You don't have permission to die until she's done with you.
I should have used Carabao, but I'm using someone else.
Sydney is of the domain of go rub some dirt in it. So that's exciting. What?
And it worked.
And it does work. So yeah, and right now we are technically raising money for the charity. You can go to I think there's like a link widget or whatever on our Twitch that you can donate on. So go donate, raise the money. It'd be fantastic to reach our goal by Saturday. So do that. What else? My mind is blanking.
We have a merch store.
This is how it's going. I don't have any of my notes in front of me because I have to use my screen as the projector. So I'm like, don't click on anything.
That's okay. That's okay.
So yeah, we have a merch store. All the links are down below. Len and I do this amazing webcomic that updates from time to time about a righteous paladin, bro. And I think that's all we got going on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In that case, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. As I'm trying my best. This is why Jesus has sticky notes. Okay, let's all introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Vic. I will be the DM and every single character that you're going to be running into in this game. Some of them you'll love, some of them you'll love to hate. You'll just have to decide for yourself. And that's not a warning for anything.
Is there going to be one that we hate to love?
Maybe.
Does her name rhyme with Ranger?
Hey, Irian is a ranger.
You know who I mean.
I don't know who you're talking about. No clue. Anyway, Tabatha, who are you playing today?
Hi everybody, I'm Tabatha. I will be playing Patience, the Tiefling Sorcerer Ranger. I had to remember that she was also a ranger now.
All right, everybody, get your multi-classes out now. All right.
I got mine.
Speaking of multi-class, hey, Jeremiah.
Hello, my name is Jeremiah, and I am playing Cordelia Chadington, the fighter rogue.
Okay, all right. Sydney, who are we playing today?
I am Sydney, and I will be playing Alina, the half-elf bard ranger.
Oh,
Excellent.
another multi-class.
Another multi-class.
Also multi-class.
All right. All the multi-class players done. Lynn, what is your boy proficient in?
Proficient being righteous. I'm playing Sir Alistair, Evander Belmonte, and he is a Paladin of Frat.
Excellent.
Human Paladin of Frat.
Human Paladin of Frat. Most excellent. And as we've said, Jesus is on vacation, so our giant lad Tarsius might have to be helping out Uncle West at the shop today. So we'll see where that goes. As I pretend to roll an intro. Okay, because I don't have the intro with me, so we're just gonna sit here awkwardly until I got my notes ready. So let me get the music up. Actually, if y'all want to make it your own intro, feel free. Just all right, and bop. Since I figured, because it took me long enough to get myself ready for this, that we don't need an intro. All right. So, and just to make sure, hopefully everybody on Twitch can hear us okay and whatnot. So don't ask me for fixing any audio issues.
When we roll the intro, Jesus usually say roll the bean footage.
Oh,
so
footage.
Who has a bean? Roll it.
Lynn's the size of a bean. Lynn, go roll on the floor.
Tell me what to do.
Alrighty. So, let us get... I keep wanting to go to my notes, but I'm like, no, it's on my phone now. Alright, so you all have defeated the Green Speaker, Nirenvain, and his draconic companion, Chuth, as he was taking hold of the high forests along the eastern side of the Sword Coast, a domain that was mainly run by the elves, specifically King Melendrock and his court, as well as the general living space for a lot of druidic tribes. And so, with Nirenvain tainting the lands, it caused the forest to turn very strange, dark, sinister, as people were getting trapped within its ever-growing maze. And along with it, your initial lure into the woods, for most of you, was that children were going missing. And there was a monster within that was taking those children. And you found out that the situation was a lot more complicated than initially were told. Finding out that Patience, it was your druidic father who was the monster within the woods, seen as a large undead deer walking amongst the trees. Yeah. You were able to reunite with your brother, Basil. You have no idea what happened to your other father, Cole.
Who knows?
I felt mildly threatened. As you all faced many dark entities that skulked within these woods, some of them shadow mastiffs, a bodak that you turned into a fish and tucked into bed. I will never forget that. I will never forget that, ever.
Patience at that moment was that little girl from that one TikTok that just went, no?
No.
Alina, I mean, what else were we supposed to do?
Did I do that?
Fight, maybe? I don't know. No. It was a very creative thing, and I applaud you all for doing that. Alina, you ventured into these woods with your husband and his paladin order, and you were initially separated as the green dragon Chuth had descended upon your party and there was a very deadly fight that broke out, and you were kind of isolated when the large deer monster showed up as well to fight the dragon. And that's when you last lost contact with your husband. But Sven led you to the party you're with now, and together you managed to make your way to Near in Vain Stronghold with the help of Aunt Betsy, a couple of druids, Irian. You fought your way through the stronghold, saw the horrors of what Near in Vain was doing to the paladins that kind of unfortunately ended up in his clutches as they became cursed undead creatures. But luckily you were able to find your husband alive, and for the most part, I mean, a little worse for wear, but not, could have been worse. And you're thankful that it wasn't. You managed to defeat Near in Vain and Chuth, Near in Vain having used a artifact of some kind that allowed his soul to essentially leave his own body and merge with that of the fallen green dragon to become a Dracolich.
That was terrifying.
You're welcome. I'm very proud of that moment. As you've fought what was a deadly battle, but it was your father that came to your aid, Patience. Or, it looked like that, at least.
Yeah. It was Big Dog sees another big dog.
There was something undead walking around in his woods.
Yeah, that too. I'm like,
what are you gonna do? As you managed to defeat the Dracolich, you freed the paladins. You managed to break whatever corruption was going on with Adiposer, and for now said your goodbyes as you made your way back to Waterdeep. And it's there in Waterdeep where you see that the city is starting to come together for a festival. As you are making your way through the gates, I will say it's about a little past noon. As you see these swaths of scarlet ribbons kind of decorated in sweeping curtains along the gates as you walk through, and you see bouquets of sunflowers and flowers that are gold and orange and scarlet, as everybody seems to just have this energy to them as they're moving through and getting ready.
Sensory overload for this child.
Yeah, it's let me get y'all some appropriate ambiance.
Oh, the good Lord Jesus in the chat.
Oh, good Lord Jesus is in chat. All right. So allow me to. We're not quite in festival mode yet. Oh, let me fix this. Let's make sure this looks nice, at least. Or less. Okay. So, as the city of Waterdeep is now just a buzz of energy as people are kind of rushing through, some of them holding parcels and baskets of produce as they're moving through. You see people setting up these stalls, these colorful wagons being pulled in through the streets by various beasts of burden. What's everybody's initial plan for as you're now within Waterdeep?
I'm sorry, I'm just mimicking what she would just be doing. It's just bouncing in place ooh, what's it? She's immediately going to try to walk off to go and...
As you see the smallest party member start to walk forward and wander off to the side in this very overcrowded street.
Cordelia's going, did anybody tie a balloon on that child? Where did she go?
Roll me a perception if you're going to keep an eye on Patience.
I tried, but that is a 21.
Oh, you tried. Cordelia, you managed to kind of keep a good eye on Patience as a small magenta skinned child with a bright green dress is kind of easy to pick up if you're kind of looking at people's calves. As you see her just kind of like, she's not like quickly running around, but she's a very energetic step as she's just kind of like weaving back and forth as she's looking around. Just so much to take in. Mm-hmm. As Irian's just like, oh wait, hold on, hand, we got a busy street.
She'll just hold her arm out like, fine.
Irian takes your hand. He's just like, oh my god, thank you.
I am gonna look at Irian and I was like, you got your grandchild.
Yes, this is my grandchild. Right? Can you say that again?
You got her.
Yes.
He's my
You're gonna watch.
You see him just kind of like look up at the sky and just like nod to himself, just like.
Are you gonna cry again?
No. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Do you want me to call you Grandpa?
No, you can call me anything you want.
Well,
this is weird.
I'm just extending the invite to go to my uncle's tavern. Or I think they're setting up a shop in this festival, probably. You're welcome to join in for some hot meals and whatnot. My Uncle West cooks very well. I am gonna head there right now. So that's basically Cordelia's plan, is to just kind of run off there.
So he just looks at you, Patience, just like, you want food?
She'll just nod like, yeah.
Okay, all right, let's follow after her. As Tarsius just kind of like, he looks very tired, very exhausted. He's just like, I could use some food and maybe a nap.
Go take a nap.
I need a nap. He kind of lumbers along after Cordelia. As the crowd just kind of like gives you two a wide berth around Tarsius, just to avoid running into him.
Just because this is me, Tabatha, but knowing Patience would also do it too. As they would be walking, she's gonna just stop. Papa, did you guys take care of the kids that went missing?
So, actually, Lena briefed me on that, and it's being taken care of.
Okay.
That's it? That's all you want to know?
Well, yeah, because I didn't know if we had to go back or...
Jane, like, looks back through the gate, like, all the way down the road. That's, like a 2 days walk to the forest. He's like... Yeah, I think they got it. I think we're good. We're good. He's just kind of like, as you guys like walk in, like past the guard checkpoint, he just like kind of like looks over at the guard post. He's like, okay, my boss isn't there.
Your boss?
Well, you know, captain, I should say.
Okay. Is she like standing there? Like, I know.
Because I am second in command of the city guard here.
As he's holding her hand, like. She's just gonna be doing that thing that kids do where they like swing it like...
Oh, he's enjoying this.
That's right.
Okay. As he's explaining his position as a member of the city guard, a very specific sect of the city guard, as he's just like, yeah, Colin is my captain, and, normally he likes to kind of oversee the South Gate, but I think he might be, I don't know, maybe he's on lunch or something. He likes to, like, take a lot of lunch breaks. Goes to hang out at the Order. I usually find him there having tea or whatever.
Okay.
As Alistair, Alina, what are we doing? Are we following the crowd or?
Alistair will follow.
Okay.
Alina would probably drift along for at least a little while.
As Anthar has his arm around you, not so much to keep himself up, but just to keep you close. As you're walking together. And I'll say, everyone roll me perception as you're making your way to West's Tavern.
Perception. Whenever you wanna love.
24, Cordelia.
Okay.
13.
13. Alright, that's pretty good, Alistair. Good job.
He did it.
You did it, buddy. You did it.
Two
so
digits
proud of
this
you.
time.
2 digits. I'm so proud of you, buddy.
So it's 16 for Alina.
All right.
Alina rolled a 1.
Right.
Actually, Alina rolled a 6.
Oh.
And I was like, we're not going to see anything. And I'm like, never mind. We see everything. It's fine.
We always see everything, whether we want to or not.
I got 15.
15. All right, everybody passes. Good job. As you're all making your way towards the
Downtown.
walking fast, faces pass, and you're homebound. As you're making your way through the city, as you see, like, a lot of stalls are starting to go up. People are, like, decorating their front doors with, like, these wreaths made of, like, sunflowers and, like, stalks of corn and wheat with, like these red ribbons just kind of, like, wrapping around into nice bows. And people putting out, like, the one thing you do see a lot of is, like, with these, like, market stalls that are going up, you see some people that are putting out little tables on top of their stalls that look like altars, and they have, like, little, like, stone statues and, like, decorating with, like, little different things. As you all walk forward, and you all know that Alina is walking with you. Like, she's right there. She's got her husband right there on her arm. But as you, like, kind of start to see West's Tavern in the distance, since Cordelia, you're leading the party towards the tavern, you see Alina walking towards you.
A what? Wait. I see a what?
You see Alina. Walking towards you from the tavern.
Okay. Wait.
And next to her is a very large blue guard drake. It's this massive draconic beast that, like, kind of, like, prowls on 4 legs. Almost looks like he could be, ridden as a mount. As he has this, like, massive rhinoceros horn coming from his snout.
Cordelia is gonna be like, wait. I thought she's gonna turn around and
Alina's right there next to you.
And then I'm gonna go to look at the tavern. And then I'm gonna look at Alina again. And then I'm gonna look at the horse's tavern. You know that Spider-Man thing? It was like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
As they are dressed exactly the same, too.
Cordelia is just confused and speechless.
I'm sorry, there's a guard drake. Puppy!
Irian's holding on here like, oh, no, you gotta... No, you should ask first.
She's just gonna start chirping at it in Draconic.
Okay. As you approach closer to Alina's supposed doppelganger, you see as she just, like, opens her arms wide, she walks straight towards you, Alina, and just like, I missed you, dear sister. Speaking in the exact cadence and tone that you normally use, but a little more chirpy than what you like.
Why? Why? That's... I mean... Thank you. Like, Alina's gonna, like, turn to the guard drake and be like, hello, my Luther.
As you say that, and this guard drake, like, who is standing upright and looking as intimidating as possible, just immediately just, like, haunches forward, just belly to the ground, just so excited as he goes, like, whole body wiggles and just...
Alina will, like, kind of, like, aside to Irian and be like, he's friendly.
Okay, so he's like your dog. Got it.
That's rude.
That's not... He's family.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. It's just he's okay, I'm gonna stop talking now.
Continues to chirp at it.
As you continue to talk to it, Patience, like, this drake just, like, turns his swivels his massive head to you, and just, like, his nose is about as big as your torso, as he just, like, shoves his horn against you and just makes a woof.
She is just going to scritch his chin.
Oh, he's going to enjoy those chin scritches. As Alina, you're being nuzzled on one side by your copy.
Like, wait. No. Why?
I'll do you
one
one better. How?
And, like, I guess it's one of those, like, this is a really good doppelganger, I think. And Alina's gonna, like, walk around, like, bird of prey.
As she just kind of, like, does a little, like, just poised, and it's just like, thank you, I learned from the best.
Ugh.
as the image just kind of shimmers away, and where Alina, a very nice looking half elven woman, stood with decorated in like various like nice looking clothing. You're now greeted by the rattiest, scrawniest, greasiest looking red tiefling you've ever seen, as he's just wearing like this ragged purple trench coat. He has a scarf that's like woven a little too long that he's like bound, like kind of wound around his neck like at least 4 times. As you think that his coat makes up like at least 70% of his body. As he stands, but he is fairly tall, like about as tall, if not maybe like a couple inches taller than Irian. As he just kind of gives you all a yellow stained smile.
Ew.
That's better.
And where have you been these last, how long has it been?
Long enough. We went out into the forest and then there was a dragon and a giant deer thing, which is apparently this child's father. And then we got separated. We made friends, more friends. And then
I don't
so
know
we're
who the
back
fuck are all of you.
We're friends.
And he like looks at you, like he does like a double take to you, Cordelia, and just like, ma'am, I don't know if you know this, but you've got something in your hair. They look like snakes.
Like, smack and be like, "Don't be rude."
Yeah, it's my hair. The snakes are just gonna kind of curl up a little bit more and just kind of go up.
That is neat party trick. You need to teach me that sometime. Every time I try to make my hair move, it just sticks to my head.
Does it like stick out when he like touches it?
Oh.
Ew. Ew. It's all that grease.
Gross.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
Who am I? What, you not tell your new friends about me? Am I chopped liver now?
You're excused. I told them good things about you when you came up, like how you're an accomplished author, and you taught me that trick with the cheese.
You're welcome. How did that turn out?
Really well, actually. They were gagging.
Oh, good. I was
It was pretty
experimenting with the new smell, actually. I might do, like anchovies that you leave in the sun for like 3 days.
Don't call me for that one. The
That's
cheese
fine.
worked
I have
really
other
well.
friends. I have friends, you know.
Really?
I do, actually.
Who?
I have a date with your brother later.
Joke's on you. I don't have a brother.
Oh, well, shit. Anyway, where are you going?
You set up here selling books, or are you here terrorizing the masses?
I don't need to peddle my books out in public. I have a publisher for that.
What kind of books do you write?
The kind that you are not old enough to read.
Excuse
I'm old enough. I can read.
Okay, Jiraiya Sensei.
Alina's gonna look at Irian and be like, "You want to take this one, Grandpappy?"
Wait, what kind of books does he write? I was not paying attention.
Of the adult persuasion.
Oh!
Why
Why
am I not shocked that you read those?
No, I'm trying to decide if I'm the reading type. I'll think about it later. What kind of genres do you write? The stranger's just like, I mean, I've got many different genres. My biggest selling series is Heart in the Hand of the Devil. That one has to do with so it has to do with this nice, lovely, noble lady who falls in love with Lord of Hell.
Yeah, when a stranger starts talking about the book, Cordelia's immediately jumping like behind Patience and go, "Phoop."
Headphones.
I'm sorry, before you do that, Patience would just be like, I think I remember a book like that, but it's red, right? It's got the red velvet. I think my papa had it.
You have no idea how funny that was to me just now. So.
Why?
It's a joke I made her like way early this morning in a text, so don't worry about it. I'll tell you later.
Forget about it.
So, it's like, Red Velvet, that's a good title. I might use that in my next installment.
Wait, what?
Red Velvet, that's a good title.
Red Velvet.
I don't get it.
You don't need to, it's fine. Why are you hanging out with a kid? You know, I can't fucking swear around kids, right?
I can swear. I hear it all the time.
Oop.
This is not your average kid.
I can do magic.
Oh, is she one of the... Is she like you know, an adult but condensed?
No.
I'm a tiefling.
So am I, you're not special.
I know. I'm 8.
She summoned a unicorn.
Ew. Why would you do that? Those creatures...
I don't know,
You
but
know how...
that's the-
Do you have any idea how filthy those creatures they are? They shit as they walk.
My magic does weird thing. I can do a spell, and then sometimes my magic just goes boop, and weird things happen. Sometimes I disappear. One time I got older.
I am already checked out of this conversation. Where are you going? I was hanging out here at new pop-up tavern.
Pop-up tower.
No, it's pointing back to the tavern that y'all were heading towards.
Oh. We were gonna go and... I don't know.
I mean, it wasn't here, but then it was here. Like, I don't know when it got here. Time's funny sometimes.
Or you just weren't paying attention.
I mean, time is funny like that.
Yeah. I mean, I figured we were gonna go and get some R&R, eat something, maybe drink something.
Oh, goody! I needed somebody to refresh my tab. Well, you don't have to. I have a bunch of new friends here that could offer to pay for my meal.
I don't have money.
Oh. And they're not your friends.
Well, they're your friends, so they're now my friends by association. Hello, new friends.
I'm not your friend.
Don't.
I respect your placing a boundary.
She feels a little offended with the hair thing.
And then after a while, I'm supposing we're gonna have to go check on everything back at our place. And I know that Luther is not going to want to be out and about forever. Probably.
Yeah.
Because the louder and more hustly-bustly and the more potentially inebriated people get, the harder it is to navigate the guard drake around the town.
As Luther's already kind of like snuffling around, and like he goes up to a stall and just like shoves his head through like the basically shoves his head over the counter to just start kind of sniffing. And like luckily it's nobody's attending to it, so he's just like just getting into business.
Alina's like, hey, no, that's not yours.
It's just like looks
Leave
back
that.
at you. He kind of like looks back at you, kind of like gives you like that side eye that dogs do, just like.
Even if you're not looking at me, I still know you hear me.
Just like slowly just climbs off of the stall.
Thank you.
Xonthar's like, yeah, I'll let me get him. I think I have a spare leash.
Oh, good.
She just goes to grab kind of reaches into like his travel bag that he managed to secure from the dungeon, and just kind of like grabs some like leather straps and just fixes a harness around the guard drake. So Luther just kind of like tries to shake it off as best as he can.
Did he behave better for you? Alina looks at Stranger.
Define behave. Also, there might be, I might owe several thousands of gold in legal fees, but don't worry about it.
Oh, good. It is you, because you were responsible for him.
He didn't bite anybody. Now, destroy property, maybe.
What okay. Fine.
Yes.
Did you tell me, though, you didn't let him eat his way through all of the stalls? He's gonna have terrible gas.
Only the cheese ones.
Great.
The stranger
Where
just
are you staying?
He just kind of like already past this conversation is just kind of like looking at everybody. Yes, Luther, I know. It's the best excuse for having a guard drake companion.
Cheese.
As he's just like kind of looking at everybody over, just like looks up at Tarsius, just like, oh, you're a big motherfucker. Hey, this guy's got the funny face. As he looks to you, Alistair. What's your big deal, Mr. Tin Can?
Tin Can. He's like looking behind him, like what?
Yeah. No, not to the guy behind you. I'm not talking to you. Wait, how many of you are there? Just one. Okay, there's just one of you. For now.
For now. What's that feed?
Yeah. What?
Syrian's just like kind of takes your hand page. Just like, I think we should go inside.
No, he's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, he is interesting, but I'm trying to be a good grandparent here, and
Alina's like, I'm voting with Grandpappy here. I am not the best influence, but I can tell you that this one, like gesturing like to Stranger,
as he's just kind of like he kind of like is like looking at his reflection in Alistair's armor. It's just like kind of like picks at his tooth. Just,
there is very little, if anything, about this man that you should aspire to emulate or spend time with.
As he kind of like checks himself out in your armor, Alistair, and then he kind of like looks and sees your holy symbol. And he's just like, oh, I know that guy. Oh, and he just like paps it.
You know him?
I mean, yeah, of course I know him. Obviously, roll an insight.
Hold on. Where's your insight, buddy? 7.
I wanna roll an insight.
All right, roll an insight. Anyone who feels like rolling an insight on Stranger, tell me you're rolling an insight and go for it.
Insight.
Go for it.
30-20.
Yeah, you don't like you've heard tales of the gods casually sometimes walking amongst you as every now and then. Mm-hmm. I mean, you've never experienced it yourself, but you don't think this guy has either.
Yeah.
Same thing I said to Cordelia. You don't think this guy's ever met a god in his life. Alistair, this dude totally met Frat. He knows him.
Bro, you met him.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Obviously. What's wrong with your voice? It's doing a funny thing.
My voice?
Yeah, I'd never heard that accent before.
I don't know. That's just like how I talk.
You're the last person to make fun of anybody about their accents. Sorry.
I don't have an accent. Why do you insist I have one?
I don't have an accent. Why do you insist I have one?
Okay, SpongeBob meme.
All right, I'm tired with being harassed. We're going inside, and someone's buying me a drink. As he just turns around and just like starts walking towards the tavern. He's just like, I missed our daily stand on corner and shout at people. You owe me a few.
Maybe in a little while.
Fine. Is he? Yes.
I'm sorry, I was like, if we're considering after stranger mentions drink, Patience is just gonna nod and then looks over here. Can I have a drink?
You can have an apple juice.
So mead.
Shh. Yeah, we'll discuss that inside. Okay, let's. So he just like ushers you in. Tarsius holds the door open for everybody, like a little tiny doorknob in his hand.
Go like, shoot.
Are we all going into the tavern?
Yeah, I'm going in.
All right.
And I'm gonna.
Oop.
While we're going in, I was like, "Yes, Patience, you can have meat." And I emphasize the T on it.
Damn, I thought I had tavern sounds. I think I do. One moment while I get this tavern up for y'all. This is the tavern I wanted to use. Nah, no, it's not the one. Alright, I'm gonna keep up with what I have for Waterkeep. Because it's busy sounding. But let me get a map for y'all. Excuse me while I make sure I have everyone on the map that I need on the map. Don't have everyone on the map that I need on the map. I'm gonna just do this. Forgive me while I just when you think you had everything ready. All right. Put you there. There's that. There's this lad. Oh shit, I forgot to get a thing for her. That's okay. I just have one more token that I need and I can't find them. Where are you, boy? There you are. Boop. Alright. Okay, let me get y'all in the tavern. So I think I have everything. Bam. So, as you all enter into the tavern, you see that there's a sign that says it's shaped like a pig. And the pig kind of has like a little like mote of fire on the inside of its frame, and it's called the Burning Boar. I'm very proud of that one. Thank you. Please clap. Let me make sure Nope, that's not what I wanted.
Wait, there's two Cordelias.
There's two Cordelias. You're correct. Thank you for noticing that. As you guys enter into the tavern.
Stranger doing nothing too.
Oh, he's always doing stuff. What are you talking about? As you all enter into the tavern, you see, and I know my tavern doesn't quite display it because I forgot to put as many NPCs as I needed to, but this tavern is crowded with people. Like there's like people at every table, and there's like a couple people like at the bar. As you see that West kind of got everything cleaned up, and the tavern is now fully open to the public and in full swing. As let me make sure everybody can be seen. So I noticed stuff moved on Twitch. As you see, West is currently working the bar. You see West currently kind of like working the bar as he's just like kind of grabbing like fistfuls of like empty mugs and like taking them to the back. And you see Trixie kind of like lounging belly up at the fire. She's asleep. Cowerbow, for the moment, you see kind of sitting at the bar as he's just watching everything. For now. As you see, he's just sitting at the bar for now. As he has a bottle of wine in front of him. And amongst all the busy patrons, a few familiar faces, or one familiar face you at least see, is the woman from the council meetings that has the long, dark raven hair, the one known as Gala. As she kind of sits at the bar, and she has like a nice like charcuterie spread in front of her. As she's just kind of like drinking from a mug while also kind of picking here and there. And you see that she also has a small child in her lap as well. This adorable little chubby-faced pink tiefling boy. As she's just kind of like holding him. And as she's just kind of like has a mug in her hand, her other arm is holding him as he's just kind of like sitting there and just like grabbing like handfuls of cheese off of her board to like eat, to like squirrel away for himself. As you also see this another tiefling, younger or older than the pink one, but definitely a lot younger than Stranger. As he's kind of like a dusty red color, short black hair, green eyes, as he's just like very nervously trying to like pick up plates, like empty plates, and just running them to the back. As West is just like, yeah, don't forget the order for that table over there. And he's just like, yeah, okay, wait, which table? Fuck, shit, oh god. He just like looks like he's in like a huge panic.
Aww.
As Wes like kind of looks up from what he's doing and he sees y'all enter and he's just like, "Hey, you're back! Oh, you brought friends with you. I don't think see, I know the tiny one.
Hello.
I don't know you." As he points to Irian, points to Yuliy and like, "I don't know you." And he like looks at Alistair and just like stops. It's like, do I?
They do the Always Sunny thing where they just stare at each other.
It's like, do I?
Like meerkats.
Yeah, just stares. I don't know if I know you. Anyway, yeah, and he just like kind of like clears like a spot at the bar, and like there's like a couple people like sitting there. He's like, go sit over there. This is my fucking family. Just let them sit.
Aww.
As like he clears like an open space at the bar for you all to sit down.
Aww.
Which you all should have control of your characters, I hope.
No.
No.
The one that you removed that was next to Carabao, I had control of.
Well, you know, you're not allowed. Not allowed. Okay, there you go. I said Alina should have control. I know because I copy and pasted. So I have to move everything around. You have control. And
I did. Move over to the bar.
there we go. There we go. All right.
At the end of the bar, so she can spy with there.
Everybody. As Tarsius is just like, I'm kind of tired. I'm gonna go take a nap, guys. As he kind of just like, he kind of like goes to the bar first, And like Wes like reaches over and like pats him on the head. He's just like, "All right, bud, go take a nap. I'll send you up some food." And he's just like, "Okay." And he just like goes upstairs. Yeah, he goes. All right, as you all kind of sit down, and Wes is like, "All right, so tell me what happens. What happened last? I forgot. You told me." And he like points to you, Cordelia, just like, "You told me something. I don't remember what." Like, where'd you say you were going again? As he looks to you, Cordelia, just like, so remember you came here, you said you were going to do some stuff, and then you left. Now you're back. Something with like the woods or something?
Yeah, we were chasing after that one over there. Pointing at Patience. She just ran off to the forest on her own.
There were children that needed help.
You like to get in trouble a lot, don't you?
She does.
You know, I know somebody that likes to just kind of like run ahead and like... I mean, I haven't heard from him in a while. I hope he didn't get himself killed doing that. Oh no, so it's funny because he's also a tiefling, but like, not to generalize, but he's also a tiefling, and like he usually like he does like stuff with like holy magic, and he usually carries like a big book with him, and like he's got like, anyway, his name's Cole, and like he likes to do this thing where he like gets in trouble by like either mouthing off to the enemy and like getting like hurt really badly, or kind of like sticking his nose where
it doesn't belong.
Yeah, actually.
That's my dad.
Oh, your dad does the same thing too?
No, that's my dad.
Who's your dad?
Cole.
Wait. Just kind of like leans on the bar and just like thinks a moment. And he's like, wait, okay, he just like goes under the bar and like grabs like a bottle of whiskey. Just like pours himself a drink. Kind of like slugs it back and it's just like, okay, wait, hold on. How old are you?
I'm 8.
Oh shit, I can't count.
I'm gonna go like
When's the
this.
last time I saw a baby?
I'm gonna go like this too.
What? Okay. She just like gives you a thumbs up. It's like as you were doing that, you look over and like your Uncle Cal was like doing the same thing. Just like, okay, yeah. I'm just trying to remember the last time like I saw a baby, and it's been a while. I'm not good with time. It's hard to, keep track of shit. Like everybody has like calendars and shit.
Wait, so you know my dad?
No, I know your dad's. Like,
you
because
you adventured with her dad.
Dad's.
Dad's.
Yeah, she is too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, kind of like that one guy that we met briefly. He has
What?
white hair streak thing on his head. I think his name is Grayson.
Oh yeah, Grayson. I know him. Sorry, it's just like you got to be very specific with me because you have no idea the amount of adventurers I've seen that have black hair and a white streak. Like it's way too common.
Is that just for stress or some kind of trauma?
It might be trauma, I think. I'm surprised I haven't gotten it yet. Do I have any... Cow, do I have any gray hairs? Do I have any white hairs? He just like leans forward and Cowbell's just like, you're good.
Cordelia's gonna be like this, hiding her silvered snake.
Oh!
I remember that
Put
was one
that
fight.
away.
That was a fun fact last week. Or the week before.
God damn. Cordelia joins the White Hair Trauma Club. Welcome.
I didn't even realize when I did that as a fun fact.
As you mentioned the name Grayson, you see like the little chubby tiefling child just pipe up, just like that's Lord Grayson Tadwick. That's my dad. Thank you.
You're welcome.
As he goes back to eating his cheese. What?
You're very polite. That's great.
I was taught very well to be a gentleman.
I'm gonna look at that. I'm
As he
gonna
like
look
as he's just like having like handfuls of cheese in his hand, he's just like eating them.
I'm gonna look at that, and I'm gonna look at Uncle Cow. It's like, he kind of talks like you, and you're kind of polite. Is that how polite people talk?
Scourbout's just like, well, he's just like drinks his wine.
How do you drink your wine with your mask on?
He blinked.
Oh.
He's just like, you have something on your face actually, and he just kind of like points at a spot for you to check, and he hands you a mirror.
Okay.
As you just like go check, and just like very quickly just like puts his glass back down, and you see it's empty.
It's like, do you have a straw that you're hiding?
No, and he just like tucks something into his jacket.
Is this the Kakashi technique?
Yes. As by this point, the young tiefling man just kind of like comes back out, just like trying to carry some like plates in his hands. And you don't think he has the steadiest legs in the world. He's like trying to make his way over to the tables. And borrow a die, please. I need to roll for this.
Uh-oh.
I remember exactly what his modifier is. Oh, thank God.
Oh.
You see, he's just like he walks some plates over, and you see there's like a moment where you feel like he's gonna like slip, but he's just like shit, and just like puts it down, just like, and yeah, enjoy, and just like walks away.
Sir?
Who, me?
Yes, you should get like, there's these little like booty things that you can put over your hooves.
Stranger in the back. Ha! You said booty.
I used to have some like that. They help.
Those are training boots for... Yeah, I used to have some too.
Well, I mean, they help on polished floors and...
Believe me, I know. There used to be a lot of polished floors in my house.
I didn't really have polished floors, but just... It helped me with walking.
Okay.
I also have dainty boots.
As he just like kind of like looks at Wes for help for a minute, and Wes is just like, "Come on, you got it. Do enunciate." As he's just like, "Do you all need anything? Would you like to have something to eat?"
Can I have mead?
I don't think you're old enough.
And then she looks back over at Wes and squints. You said you knew my papa, right?
I did. So here you go. And he like pours you a drink and just like hands you like a little glass that's your size.
She's gonna sip it.
And he's just like, yeah, there you go. There's mead. It's apple juice.
Okay, thank you.
I learned a long time ago about that one.
I'm pretty certain another parent got really pissed.
Oh, you have no idea. Yeah, because I've never really like hung out with kids before. So my first exposure was actually these guys, and he like points to Xavier and Phoebus. Just like, yeah, I found out really quickly, you don't give kids beer.
You
Yeah.
gave kids beer?
You said what?
You gave the kids beer?
I didn't know. Like, it's like, I mean, what? He's like, he points to Phoebus. He's like 4. Phoebus is like, I'm actually 5. I am 5 years old, and he just like holds his hand up.
Aww. Sir.
Thank you for that, champ. As Luther goes over to a Drake-sized water bowl for him, and just goes to town.
Alina's like, you're getting that all over the floor.
It's getting all over the floor.
Alina will be like, do y'all have a towel for...
Oh yeah, we'll clean that up in a minute. I'm still waiting on a couple of friends to show up. So yeah, it's fine. We'll get that cleaned up.
Oh, okay.
As
you're sure?
you're all given food and drink and time to rest, Anthar takes a seat next to you as Luther settles, and he's just like, so we're heading back to El Turel. Is that the plan?
Yeah, that seems to be the next step. I don't think there's much left to be done here.
There is a war about to be waged between everything in Tiamat, but I suppose it might be a good idea to bolster defenses back home.
Wait, how far are they? Do we hear that?
Oh, you guys are all at the bar.
Okay. You're leaving. I was looking at Alina.
I mean, to be fair, I'm here because he's here. And she points at Anthar.
I'm on the council. Part of the movement to get rid of the cult. But by this point I've lost too many of my men, and I need time to recover.
And Alina will be like, I don't adventure like I did when I was younger. And we have a tavern of our own and our blue baby here.
Luther just kind of like sploots on the ground.
Like, you used to not be able to keep me in any one place for very long at all, but to be honest, I kind of miss home. Because I have one. Now.
The stranger very dramatically leans against the bar like, what, so you're going to leave me here?
No one is keeping you here.
You're absolutely right.
That's what I thought. Besides, you don't do, like, yeah, you do whatever you want to do anyway.
I don't do cute little cottage and,
No.
You're not planning on kids, are you? Like, is that the thing that you... Is this code for the fact you're going to go back and have babies?
Does that matter?
No, I just need to prepare myself so I know when not to fucking swear around children.
You just did
You're
it
doing
right
a
now.
great job. And Alina's gonna, like, look between, like, kind of, like, set her with herself, and then, like, look over to Anthar, and then look at Stranger and be like, somehow I think that's gonna be pretty inevitable.
Santhar's just like, yeah.
I mean, we own a tavern. Unless we keep a swear jar on the counter next to the tip jar. I don't... Honestly, we'd probably make more money off of that than the tip jar.
Santhar's just like, yeah, I'd say that's about right.
No, I think... Yes, there's some fortification to be done, some preparations to be made where we're from, and... Yes, we have a home and things that we need to upkeep. We're here for meetings and things, and obviously this has gotten kind of... turned into a bit of an adventure. But no, we're probably not going to be around much. We'll keep in touch. If you're ever in El Turel, you have a place to stay.
I know I do. It is on the floor next to the blue guy.
It is on the floor literally anywhere. Because
it's better for my scoliosis.
Like Alina says, as someone who, like, sleeps in a hammock.
Yeah.
Outside most of the time.
I mean, it's just statistically better for your back, but
Yeah. Alina's like, yeah, you're not gonna sleep. Like, you can just... Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll show up whenever I want.
Oh, good. I'm glad that you took that invitation for yourself when You've already received one. I'm giving it to everyone else right now. So you might have to share. I know.
Fine. But I show up for winter holiday, and I get my own stocking by the fireplace.
Yes, that's fine.
It's very demanding.
Xanther just kind of like looks from behind Lena and just like nods to you, just like, yeah. He's more her friend than mine. He just shows up whenever, and they keep each other entertained.
Somebody has to.
I thought he said sister.
Yeah, can't you see we're like twins? And he just like leans against Elena so you can just like get the side-by-side comparison.
Get off.
As he definitely smells like he's overdue for a wash, and he's trying to mask that with a perfume at the same time.
Oh no. That's the
Get
worst.
off.
That's the worst.
That would have been the giveaway in the market.
Yeah?
The smell.
Basically. As you just kind of like shove him off of you. He just kind of like slides onto the floor and just sits there.
Yes, my beautiful sister.
She's just jealous because our mother said I'm the prettiest girl in the village. And he
No.
just gets up off the ground. You hear his knees crack as he does so. So he just kind of like dusts himself off. It's like, anyway, this has been wonderful. Fantastic to meet all of you. I will be around to annoy each and every one of you in your dreams. And Irian's like, what does that mean?
I don't
Exactly what you think it means.
consent.
I don't, unfortunately for my benefactor that is in my noodle, they don't believe in that, and that's terrible. I've been trying to have the talk with her.
I'm gonna have to have a prayer with Paymon.
That's my
She
help.
mutters that. She mutters.
That's my help. She does not like the sun. No, you don't have to. As long as you're afraid of something, she will know. He just turns around and walks to the door, throws it open dramatically, and then he stops to lean by the door frame. By the way, I have a stall in the market if you're interested. You should come by and see it.
Okay.
Is it a bathhouse by any chance? You should use it.
No, that's a good idea, though. I am what you call a expert in knowing things. So, if you want your future told, I might know it. Anyway, I'm off to go pre-gaming for that, so...
Hey, you know the rules.
What are the rules? I forgot.
Don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. Don't go to jail. Don't get in the newspaper. And try not to kill anyone.
No promises on the
Consent is-
last one. I can possibly make a promise for the first two. Jail? We'll see.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Hold on, I might have some IDs on me that I could use instead.
That's how you go to jail.
Yeah.
As he kind of looks back at the counter, he's like, "What was that name you said before, little boy Grayson Tadrick? I like that name. I might use that now." Just walks out, and he walks out at the tavern.
The adults are,
Alina's gonna be sitting there like, make.
well, if the adults are sitting and talking, Patience is gonna get down after she finishes her apple juice, and she's gonna go over to the other child that's in the tavern.
He's like swinging his little hoops.
Hello.
Stares at you. And he looks up at Gala first to see if it's okay. He's like, Gala's just like, yes, please socialize. And she pushes him off her lap and sets him on the ground.
And she's gonna be like, you wanna play?
What he just stares at you. Just kind of stops, and then he just like very quietly switches to Infernal. He's just like, do you know Infernal?
Yeah. She'll immediately switch to.
And immediately he's just relieved. He's like, okay, good.
You know Infernal really well.
It's my first language.
Okay.
Do you want to go sit over by the fire and I can show you some of my spells? I promise not to burn the tavern
Okay,
down.
I don't know Infernal. I do know Abyssal. Do I get like a little bits of this or no?
It's kind of like trying to pick between Latin and Spanish.
Okay.
So
okay.
it's like you kind of like get the base, like every now and then you'll kind of be like, that sounds like this word, and you just kind of like go with it.
Insight at least to see if they're up to something and it's not good.
Roll me an insight,
like
Cordelia.
Like with disadvantage
With
or something like that.
because you're not good with kids.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Okay, with a disadvantage, that's a 7. I rolled a natural 1.
You've been traveling with patients a while, and you're just like, I still don't understand kids. I don't know what the hell's going on over there. From what you can see patients doing like little sparkles of magic, and you see like this little boy.
She would
just
just literally be casting thaumaturgy.
Okay, it was like, I'm just gonna kind of mutter, I hope she doesn't burn anything.
Okay, as you're all just kind of sitting there enjoying your meal, the door to the tavern opens again, and you hear hello.
Hello.
Look at that.
The fuck was that?
Whose horse is that?
Whose horse is that? It's a horse enters the tavern now. As you see Sister Sarah and Captain Colin enter the tavern. And Sister Sarah stops dead in her tracks and looks straight at you, Alistair. Alistair?
I can
Evander,
explain.
Belmonte.
He just like sinks into his chair.
She said your full name, you're in trouble.
Where have you been?
Where's Ferris?
Ferris would have been with you. I just forgot to put a thing
Okay.
up there.
Is Irene in there too, or did he leave?
Earring's there. I forgot to grab a couple of minis. So whoops
That's
daisy.
He just like says repeatedly.
And she just like kind of like puts her hands on her hips and she waits for an answer. There they are. Okay. As Ferris, you see her ears immediately go back. She's like, "Oh no, we're in trouble." And there it
Captain
is.
Collins said it was fine.
Like Colin's just like, "Oh god," and he just like stares at you, just a little defeated, Alistair. Just like kind of like nods in acceptance as he looks to Sister Sarah, and she turns to look at him. Just like, you said this was okay. And he's like,
I did give him like the sad eyes.
and she kind of like takes a breath.
No, don't. He just like kind of like gets up off his stool and like wants to like just like walks towards it. Like, I'm sorry.
You have 10 seconds to explain yourself right now.
So like there were like kids going missing in the woods, and I thought it'd be a good idea to go and help the kids because we have like an orphanage and stuff. We always have to help the kids, and I thought about the little kids that I help, and I thought it'd be a good idea, and I'll be a good boy, Paladin boy.
Alistair, roll me a persuasion.
Oh no.
14.
She's just standing stiff as a stone, just staring at you with her one good eye. She just more or less staring up at you, but like, she's giving the mom look.
Yeah.
What you did was dangerous, foolhardy, reckless. And Colin's just like, you use the same word twice. She just stops to look at him. She's like, She's like, and you let this happen, and she like points at Colin next. It's like, Alistair, you went into that forest not having a clue what was going on. You could have gotten yourself killed, you could have gotten Ferris killed, you could have, And she just kind of like exhales. Just like puts her hands on your face just to hold it.
Okay.
Oh, you are so... Thank Frat that you're okay. I was at my wit's end.
Supposed to help people, aren't we? No matter what?
Yes, how dare you use my own words against me.
He smiled at her.
Yeah, she gives a little smile back. You're still in trouble. She's like, return to that stern mom gaze. You have cleaning duties for a month. That includes the stables.
Can I like at least pet Peaches?
Yes, you can pet Peaches.
Okay, so that's not that bad.
And you're going to be doing a little community service for, at least for today.
Okay.
And you're going to accompany me. Taking a pilgrimage out to the east.
He nods.
I've heard from some of the surviving paladins that came back from the woods about how Frat didn't answer them. And I'm worried that... I know. I'm just worried that perhaps whatever evil forces that are working against us and trying to bring about this evil draconic god are trying to erase the altars of other gods. Because if they're not there to answer our prayers, then what hope do we have? And I mainly worry about our own god, Frat, because, well, according to most of the texts, he's what we consider a new god. He's still old and ancient, yes, but, younger than most of the pantheons. And I know that tends to have other orders and domains look down on us. So I want to try and take a pilgrimage out to one of the original temples of Frat. I was able to locate it on a map, and I want you to come with me, since you seem to be one of the few people that can maintain contact with him.
He nods.
And she'll just kind of like pat you gently on the cheek. As for now, you're coming with me. You are going to be polishing armor in the barracks until 4, and then you're going to help the pages set up their own little cart for the market. You're going to be selling tea for the order.
Oh, it's that time of year again?
It's that time of year, yes it is.
What's the prize this year? Do we get one?
The prize this year is... Shit. Well, some of the
fort?
Is it the...
Is it the fort again?
Yes, it's the fort. And also, some of the sisters are making candied apples as well.
Can we eat them in the fort?
Yes, you can eat them in the fort, Alistair.
Well,
Alistair, this is for the pages.
I know, but like last time we did it, like I accidentally got it in my hair and it was a whole thing.
Alistair, you can't fit in the fort anymore.
I can fit in it, just like my upper half. I gotta take off the armor part, but I can fit in.
Okay. Alright. say your goodbyes and meet me at the barracks. All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait, Sister Sarah.
She looks at you.
Can I have a hug?
Oh, Alistair. She holds her arms out for a hug.
Okay, he's gonna like hug her, but like total like mom hug, like the
Aw.
comfort kind.
The nice, big, comforting mom hug.
Yes.
She just kind of like holds you there, just pets your hair. and
Like
waits
she
for
did
you.
when he was young.
Yes, when she did, like she did when you were young, Alistair.
Aw.
And she'll wait for you to let go.
It'll be a minute.
Okay. A full minute passes as this hug is going on.
Okay. And then he'll step back and then like kind of like, you know, scratch at the back of his head and then he'll look back at everyone and be like, I gotta go. Everyone. It was nice meeting you.
Aww.
You're not in too much trouble, are you?
No, I've done other things that are worse, but you know.
Yes, Patience?
She's just gonna stand there and puff her cheeks out, and she's just gonna stare at the floor.
Aw. But I'll be in the market.
But I'm your deputy.
Oh.
You're still my deputy. But like now you're like extra deputy because and he points at Arian. You're like related to someone in the guard now.
You just see her. She just perks up a little bit. Like, you're right.
Sister Sarah just stops and like just takes a moment. She's like, Alistair, did you deputize a child?
No.
Again?
That's okay.
No.
I can do magic, so it's cool.
I gave her like a star that I like made out of like a piece of paper I had, and I wrote sheriff on it.
Yeah. She pulls it out from her bag and holds up her little star.
She just kind of nods, like, okay.
And Alistair under his breath is like, it's not notarized.
I didn't stamp it!
God.
Oh god, Alistair's a notary, oh no.
Oh.
No. Sister Sarah just kind of like pats you on the arm. Just like, okay. Well, I feel this city will be much safer with, you know, people that I know Alistair trusts hanging around. She will give you all a nod and walk out with Colin. And as she's like walking out with Colin, she just like starts, like she like turns to him and just starts laying into him like in a very like discreet manner. Just like, I can't believe you allowed him to just go out like that.
He just Alina's like, woof.
Yeah, Alistair will follow behind with, I guess, with Ferris. I don't know if Arian's coming or not, but he's out.
Okay. Arian's gonna be like, yeah, he like yells to Colin, it's like, I'll catch up in a bit. I know I gotta do paperwork and stuff. Just, yeah, give me a minute. I'm spending family time. I'm with my granddaughter.
I'm on leave.
Patience is gonna look behind Erie and then look over towards Colin and give the biggest puppy dog eyes.
Colin's just like, yeah, just show up at your post when just show up at your post. I'll have Farron cover for you, whatever. As they walk out with Alistair. What does everybody else do? As you're all just kind of sitting, enjoying food, Phoebus is like sitting with you, Patience, as you're like showing him your magic and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then he starts talking about, as you see, he's kind of like wearing what looks like a little costume piece. Where he's like wearing like a little like suit, and then he's got like this little like cape that like looks like feathers on it, and he's like explaining to you like very excitedly, just like it's like so for the festival, my daddy says that we get to dress up in costumes so that it's supposed to trick the evil spirits and like keep them away, and so I decided I wanted to dress up as the thief, the magpie, and so this is my costume. And I wasn't allowed to cut this part of the fabric because I'm not allowed to hold scissors. So my daddies had to help me.
That's good.
She's gonna just hold up her palm and show like a little cut. I held scissors once, but that was because my adopted mom wasn't watching me at the time, and don't do what I do.
Okay. And he's just like, yeah, I'm waiting for my daddy to finish with all of his important meetings so that he can take me to go and they call it trick or treating, where you go out and people give you like treats and stuff, and you like carry a basket around.
That sounds amazing. And then she looks really sad. It's like, but I can get my grandpa to maybe like do it. Maybe take me or something. I don't know.
His Irian's completely oblivious to this entire conversation in Infernal.
Yeah, because she would just be like, I mean, my papa's doing druid stuff back in the forest, and my dad, I don't know where my dad is.
Did you lose your dad? Oh my god. I'm gonna have to mute my mic really quick because someone's about to get loud. I apologize. RP amongst yourselves.
Hate that sound.
Doing it live. I'm gonna go pet the dog Drake.
All right, so as you go pet the guard Drake, bless you.
Bless you.
Right as I unmute, thank you.
Sorry.
As you pet him, and he just like kind of leans into your hand, like he doesn't have a tail per se. I think he does actually. Yeah, he does. Okay. I forgot if he does or doesn't.
I feel like he does.
I think he does. Because I don't know. In my head, it was like they're like, you know, he had like a stumpy like bulldog tail. Okay, as he just like thumps his tail very loudly on the ground, so as you pet him, and it's pretty much Wes is like, so yeah, there's like a festival going on. Are y'all gonna do anything, or the kid's gonna hang out, go, you know, do cool stuff in the graveyard, go check out the stalls?
Patience is gonna switch back to common and look at Irian and go, can you take me trick-or-treating?
Huh? Yeah. Yes, please. Yes, I would love to do that.
And then she looks back over at Phoebus and changes back to Infernal. You dress up, right?
Yeah.
Does it have to be anything specific?
No. Just shakes his head. As you hear like a crash from the kitchen, followed by like a string of curses coming from Xavier, and Wes is like, oh shit, let me go check on that. He goes back into the kitchen.
Bidding.
So. Alright. Is he gonna do it again?
No, I think he's just coughing now.
Phoebus, don't you dare. You ate too much cheese. She just sits there like, my tummy hurts.
That's from all that cheese.
All that fucking cheese keeps slamming it. So, there's a festival in town, in the city. What would you guys like to do? As Alina, I think you said you were pretty keen on heading out with your husband at some point. Okay.
Yep. They're probably gonna, if anything, they're not gonna be enjoying the festival so much as making, like, preparations for their traveling.
And generally just decompressing from all the stuff that happened.
Yes, they've been through quite a lot in their short marriage now.
So much. And she's like, I really need to stop making it a habit where I get kidnapped.
I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
You get
Nice
kidnapped
to
a
relax.
lot.
You do. It's like, alright, so, suppose we, head back to the Order's barracks and, get our preparations underway.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. As he'll, stand up with a bit of a grunt, slap his leg to get Luther's attention, and Luther just gets up. And he just offers his hand to you, Alina, just like, shall we?
Yeah. And Alina will kind of, like, look back at everyone and be like, if we don't see you again before we leave, thank you.
It was nice meeting you. Your
Absolutely.
Your wits and songs are amazing.
Thank
As
you.
as a little mouse pokes out from your pocket, Alina, and also gives like a tiny little wave.
Patience is just gonna be like, bye. Tell Aunt Betsy I said hello.
I will. If you're ever in Elturel, know you always have a place to stay.
Okay.
Just look for this, and she's gonna, like, motion to, like, the gauntlet on Thar's armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, if we don't see you again, safe travels, and if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to send a message.
Okay.
As you both walk out together, and as you walk out and the door's about to close, you just hear Antha go, "Oh, you visited your Aunt Betsy."
Yes. We were found.
So when do I get to meet her? And then the door closes.
Uh-oh.
Patience just looking back. She was very nice.
As West comes back out, kind of like has Xavier, like his hands on Xavier's shoulders. He's like, okay, so I think it's a good idea for, you to take your brother and go outside and hit the festival, because there's a lot going on with you right now. As he just kind of like looks at Cowrabout and like very not so subtly because he's standing behind Xavier and you all can just see him motioning. He's just like yeah, he's got the yeah. Cowrabout just kind of nods. Luther,
Fusion.
you left the dog.
No, we didn't.
Luther scratches at the door. The door opens. He runs out.
Yeah, confusion. Whatever that means.
As Phoebus and Infernal's just like, my brother sometimes has trouble controlling his anger. He's kind of like our papa in that way, and like he gets like really upset and angry, and sometimes he breaks stuff, and sometimes things get on fire, and we have a genetic history of anger issues.
My daddy's a nerd.
As Wes is like, so I was thinking, and this is not me trying to get all you guys out of my tavern, but I think you should all go hang out, because I think it's like how he's like, shit, how old are you? You're like, yeah, like Cordy, he's like the same age as you. I think almost. Well, you're like 22, 23, and you're like, fuck, I fucking suck at numbers. Anyway, you're all like in the same age group, except for, Rosemary over there. I think you should all go hang out and be friends.
Okay.
Or don't be friends, I don't know, it's y'all's vibe to figure out.
Okie dokie. Yeah. She'll look over at Phoebus just like, so you said your daddy was going to take you trick-or-treating, or...
And he just nods, just like, yes,
Okay.
he's gonna take me. And Gallus just, like, I mean, Phoebus. She, like, gets off the stool, just, like, kind of kneels down. Phoebus, darling, I mean, you know, I did receive a message that he's a little held up at the moment. And maybe you should go with your brother and, you know, your new little friends. Phoebus just, like... You see, like, his cheeks turn red, and he's just, like... Just, like, this very angry pout. Just, like... No. And he, like, turns to his aunt and, like, back in common, just, like... No, my daddy says he's going to take me twick-a-tweeting. Could not keep a straight face through that. You good?
No, I'm just getting stuck. Sorry.
Make more noise, please. As Wes is just kind of like awkwardly rearranging stools now as he's listening to this conversation.
Maybe we can run into your daddy while we're out.
Yeah, but my daddy says that I'm gonna go twick-a-tweeting with him because otherwise a mean, ugly witch is going to kidnap me.
How about this? I won't let that happen.
Sevi's just like, I really wish he didn't say that.
Because she would just be like, okay, but you said you go trick-or-treating to get goodies, right?
Yeah.
What if we go do a little bit of trick-or-treating and get extra goodies, and we don't tell your dad that you got extra goodies?
See, like his little calculations are like running on that little noodle of his. Roll me persuasion, patience.
24.
So you just like you see him calculating this, and if I get extra tweets, then I don't have to share with Sybil or my papa.
And we can look so adorable to the point that people will probably give us more.
I'm very adorable, thank you.
Yeah, I know how to turn on that charm too.
My daddy says I'm naturally charismatic.
My papa never said that, but I know I am.
As he's just like, okay, and he like turns to Gala, and he's just like, can you please message my daddy one more time and tell him to hurry up, please? Because I want him to go to a tweeting with me, but I'm still gonna go. But I want him to come with me. So, if he can please, well, one day, if he can please meet us at the festival, please. And Gal's like, I'll paraphrase it, but yes. And she'll just like pat him on the head. She's like, all right, go have fun, and now I can finally have my fun drink. Xavier just kind of like rubs his arm, just like, I'm sorry, Uncle West, for breaking the. And he's just like, no, it's trust me, it's fine. I've already broken it. It was already broken. Don't worry. He just kind of like shoves Zebi out from around the counter.
Aww.
She's like, besides, it's gonna get a lot busier as the night goes on. People are gonna get a lot drunker, and I got it. Don't worry.
Okay.
And so, basically, you're all. Okay, so hey, we're back, and I am going to kind of zoom us out a bit and rearrange our cameras so that you can kind of see what's going on. I'll throw Lynn's tiny little camera over here. Okay, so actually, I think we need better music. Just to get us in the mood as you guys kind of like weave your way through the city, and you find yourself at like the main area where all of the festivities are going on, where you see a bunch of different stalls like with different colored like kind of like different colored like tarps and stuff. A lot of like orange, gold, and red flowers just kind of like decorating everything. Some like petals lining the street as everybody's like wearing different like costumes, and like you see a lot of just a lot of like excitement going on, as this is like the big festival of this city. So as more or less you guys Cordelia with Xavier and Irian, as you are kind of the group adults, as you're kind of herding the children through the streets. Irian has a hold of Patience's hand, as he had managed to kind of fashion you a quick little outfit together. What was it that you were looking to be, Patience?
A dragon.
Okay. As he kind of like quickly finding a seamstress, he's like, yeah, I need like a 5-minute, like, she wants to be a dragon. And so you manage to get like a little scraps of fabric cut to look like little wings that like attach to your arms. And it's like the same color as your dress.
That's cute.
As Phoebus also walks around with his own little like feathered cape, and he just like kind of mimics you as you kind of flap ears, and he just like does the same thing. As Xavier just trying to like tries to keep a handle on Phoebus, just like, all right, just you gotta hold my hand. You gotta hold my hand, buddy. As there's just like so much going on as you enter the square, where Sydney, your character, is currently sitting by the fountain, admiring, you know, the many beautiful faces that walk by, trying to offer them coins for wishes. As roll me a perception check, please.
Okay. That's a 7.
All right, very nice to meet you, Hawk. As you know, you're easily distracted, I will say. Easily distracted as you're just kind of like looking around and checking things out. You, however, in your, I will say in your kind of ogling, I will call it, you feel a hand kind of like slap onto your shoulder, and you are met face to face with a familiar sight, a very dirty, very greasy, you know, scrawny tiefling. As stranger, just like, well, I see you're in the same place I left you.
I mean, I'm not sure entirely how long you've even been gone.
That is correct. Time is an illusion.
Where did you go?
I went to go on a date with your sister.
You and I both know my sister does not live anywhere around here. And I wouldn't let her go on a date with you. I would... Okay, I can't say I wouldn't let her. It's not up to me, but, like... I would strongly advise her against it.
That is very fair. I completely accept that. So, how long have, So how long till you head off wherever the fuck you're going to fuck off to? I need to know because my social circle is shrinking very quickly.
We scaring enough people away. Fine. Now, what? We've got a town full of people and no one wants to hang around you.
I am very charismatic. There is obviously everything wrong with everyone else.
Okay.
Or at least that's what my therapist told me, but I don't think that was my therapist. That was just some guy I was talking to at 3 a.m. in the alley. He said he had a PhD.
I bet he did. How much had he had to drink?
A lot more than me.
That's probably how he got his PhD.
Anyway, so when are you fucking off to whenever?
You know, I'm not sure. I feel like I've been kind of traveling. You know how it goes. I've been traveling. Probably gonna head off and see if I can't find some more places to study and some more mentors, but I'm kind of enjoying the festival. It's been a while since I kind of just vibed somewhere. So, this is nice.
Vibing
There are
is
lots
good.
of pretty people here. You don't see as many pretty people when you're traveling by yourself.
I mean, you don't see many people in general when you're traveling by yourself.
That's true.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Do you need to speak to somebody? I know a therapist.
I'm good. I think I can sort that out for myself, mostly.
Well,
No, I was tossing around that. I was tossing around maybe going and visiting my parents. Maybe. Been a while.
to run out of money.
No. Just been busy, and I mean, I know they want the best things for me, but like, I'm an adult, but I should visit more often. Like, when I get letters from my mom. I haven't gotten one of those in a while either. Well, I guess when you travel.
Yeah.
Either way. I mean,
maybe the bird died along the way delivering the message. You don't know.
I don't. So, I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah.
But, life in the small town is not for me. So, it
If
is
it's
what it
not
is.
for me, I usually get chased out with pitchforks and torches.
Why do you sound so proud of that?
Because I work very hard to get that result.
I don't want you to take this the wrong way. But I don't think you work as hard as you think you do.
I am working very hard, actually. Like, I'm about to set up my own little stall, and he, points over to a, kind of like a half-broken crate that he found in the garbage, and it's, turned over for the, to the flat side, and he has, kind of like a piece of cloth sitting over it, and he's just like, I have a little setup right here, thank you, I'm about to make so much money.
Hawk is gonna sit there and, with a little piece of copper, flipping it between his fingers, and I bet you think you're going to make so much money lying to people.
Well, I mean, I am, because I brought my cards with me. That's my whole shtick. They believe whatever they think these cards tell them. So,
And they pay for that.
well, naturally. Don't you want to know what your future holds?
No. I don't want to sit around expecting something to happen. I'd rather just let it happen.
Okay, well, good. At least this way. Whose fucking child is that? Shit. God, there's fucking children everywhere. I was hanging out in a bar, and they had children. Who takes their kids to bars?
You can't tell me you were never in a bar as a child.
Actually, I wasn't. I never was.
No?
No. I was raised in a closet until I was 11, and then I came out a 40-year-old man.
Okay. Yeah. Hawk doesn't know what to say that. I'm like, yeah. That tracks.
Cross my heart if I had one. Alright, come sit over here and pretend you're getting your fortune told. I need to attract customers.
Why?
Well, you already know I'm lying to you, so obviously you can pretend like you think I'm not.
Yeah, but all the pretty people are over here making wishes. Not over. Fine. Paco's having fun flirting with people. Fine. Where's your little...
And he'll just, walk you over to... get on the right layer. So he'll just, walk you over to this little stall over here that he set up himself. Literally like a box with some chairs.
I don't have control of him.
Oh shit, that's right, you don't.
Sorry.
Alright, let me grab him real quick. As he goes to sit down at the table, and he's just like, he pats it, he's like, alright, come here. Come on, Nikki.
Don't call me Nikki.
I know, like, it pisses you off every time I do. I'm trying to hawk as many customers as I can, especially from that motherfucker over there. And he points over to this this kind of like very shriveled looking man, like very gray skinned, has the same amount of grease in his hair that's slicked back, and he's wearing like this very expensive purple suit as he's just kind of like has his hands on his lapels. And he just like points over and just like, hey, I hear you talking shit about me.
What you would look like in evening wear.
Stranger just kind of like flips him the bird back, and it's just like, fuck you, you have funny accent. And it's like, oh, you want to talk to me about funny accents?
God.
As there's just like a shouting match back and forth between these two very greasy characters.
Caucus. Like, if you don't attract your customers without screaming across, do you think that's going to attract customers? No.
Shouting gets people's attention.
Yes, but yelling belligerently at the other vendors in the market is probably not going to. Are you going to pretend to tell me my future or not?
Yeah, and he starts dealing out cards. As everybody else kind of like walking into the square. Roll me perceptions.
Perception.
$14.
14, okay. Patience.
22.
22, alright. As you guys walk into the square, and the first thing you see is Alistair standing with a very tiny wagon next to Ferris. They're out of their armor now in their prayer vestments as they are kind of standing behind the wagon, and in front are these two twin little boys that have like these long floppy ears with like kind of like bluish grayish skin, as they kind of like they're holding up little boxes, and they're just like, hey, would you like to buy some tea? It's for a good cause. If you buy 5 or more boxes, we're entered in a raffle to win our own fort. And like the other one nudges them. It's like, you're not supposed to say that part. And like, but maybe they'll buy more if they do.
Good tactic.
As a Ferris kind of like waves at you guys, just like, hey, we're selling tea. It's kind of our thing that we do in the order. She kind of...
I'll buy some tea to help the order.
Oh, okay. That'll be a silver.
I do have that, so I'll give him a silver.
Okay, 1 silver gets you 1 box. And the box will have, I'd say, about 15 like little like sachet bags.
Okay.
It smells really nice, very earthy, very herbally.
I will enjoy this later.
So, what does everybody else do? As Phoebus kind of like walks up to Ferris and Alistair, and he like holds out his little basket, and he goes, "Twick a tweet." Shakes his little basket. Twick a tweet.
Are you guys partaking in the trick or treat?
Tricky treats.
The tricky treats.
Ferris is just like, oh shoot. Are we supposed to do that? And she like looks at Alistair. Are we supposed to do that? And Alistair's just like, oops.
That's okay. Don't think too hard on it. It's okay.
Oops.
Wait, it says trick or treat, so if you don't give them treats, they're supposed to give you a trick?
Phoebus just kind of like, Oh, I get to play a Twick. Okay. He like thinks really hard. Just like, and then like kind of like he scrunches his face up, and it looks like he looks like he's about to pull something, as he like points his finger at the ground, and you just get a little of smoke.
Aw.
He just walks away.
I have a feeling that
I need a nap.
Patience is literally going to just kind of like hook her arm on into like with Phoebus's elbow and literally just be like, come on, let's go try to get more treats.
Okay. It's very like as you toddle around this little child.
Yeah, and she's gonna move over to this stall right here, pretty much the nearest one.
All right, so you see this beautiful like elven woman as she's kind of like handing out candied apples, and she like looks down at you. And she's like, "And what are you supposed to be?"
I'm a dragon.
Oh, please don't burn down my stall, you fearsome little dragon.
I promise I won't do that. I'm being very good with my magic right now.
And I suppose you're here for something.
Trick or treat.
Phoebus just like has like a delayed response as you say trick or treat. It takes him like half a second to go trick or treat. And she's just like, all right, and she like turns back to her stall and she like grabs these little like pouches and kind of puts them in your bags.
Aw.
She says, I made them fresh this morning, and they are candied nuts.
Nice.
Yes.
She will be good. She will say thank you. And then she'll look over to Phoebus and...
Phoebus is already walking off to the next stop. He sees how this transaction works. He's going for more.
Okay.
You know, Cordelia is short enough to be kind of a child, and she is only 19.
Phoebus is just like now walking up to every fucking adult he sees, and he's just like, trick or treat.
Yeah, your patience will pretty much...
Debbie's just like, Phoebe, and he's just like following after him.
Yeah, and Patience just being like, I think we need to go to the stalls. Not every adult has candy on them. Or treats.
As you gotta go to the next one. And like you see like this like another like elven woman as they're kind of like they have like their stall set up for like various like weapons and stuff, but they're like behind like display cases so the kids don't touch them.
Mm-hmm.
As Irian and Cordelia, you believe you're following after the kids, and like the elven woman looks to you, the adults, and it's just like, hello, are you looking to purchase any of my wares today? And like showing like all the various weaponry.
Oh yeah, that's where Cordelia immediately went for the first thing.
Yeah.
Trick or treat? No, that's no. She's curious. She's kind of window shopping with the weapons because she likes weapons.
as you're window shopping, Cordelia, you hear a voice just kind of like hawk out to you, just like, "Oh, you think that's something? You should come over here and see some of mine. They're enchanted." I see a very respectable lady that has good taste in enchanted items and rare finds. And he like kind of like waves to his sign above his stall that says you can't miss it, and it like kind of like lights up on the letters. And then like he like kicks out another sign, like it kind of flaps down. It says we've got enchanted items.
Yeah, that was actually gonna be my next one. I just didn't want it to. I'm excited to meet Jakey again.
He just kind of like stands there like holding his little suit lapels.
Yeah, when I do get to Jakey, it was like, and then I'm kind of, because they were shouting, like Stranger and Jakey was shouting. I was like, he's gonna mutter to herself. Was like, Jakey is also greasy but very clean. Well, like he's very clean. Why is he not very clean?
Yeah, I'm the cleanest guy around. He just like kind of like wipes at his eyebrow. So welcome to Jakey's Junk Stop. Don't let the name fool you. None of this is junk. All certified by myself. The highest grade magician you can find around these parts. And I can say that because I've been here a while.
How loud is he being?
I'm talking in a Brooklyn accent. What do you think?
Patience is just gonna kind of like peek around and look over in his direction. The question is, can she tell he's not of the living?
I don't know. Roll me a, what would this be? Roll me an insight, Patience.
Insight.
Roll me an insight, Patents. What'd you get? 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 Oh, lordy. You've, yeah, there's not quite... There's not a lot of life in those eyes, but, you know, he's very animated.
Oh my, that's somebody that my daddy wouldn't like. Well, my papa.
As Patience, roll me a perception, actually.
Perception. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you kind of look at this guy, and you like kind of squint, and you're like, that guy looks like someone my daddy doesn't like. My daddy won't like him at all. And your eyes kind of like drift over, and then you see a small gnomish woman standing kind of like a little ways off to the side from the stall. Kind of like messy, wild green hair, as she is currently talking to two individuals. Boop, 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 boop. As one of them, your father, Adius, he's just kind of like giving a hard stare at this guy.
Uh-oh.
Just like...
Of course he would.
No.
The second that she sees her dad...
And like he looks like he's gonna take a step forward, but like you see the green gnomish woman like put a hand on his thigh, and he just like stops in place. She's just like, just don't.
I mean, she sees her brother and her dad, but it's also the gnomish woman that she's looking at, and she's immediately running all the way across.
The Syrian's just like, oh shit, where are you going? Hands, we gotta use hands. Oh shit, there she goes.
Yeah.
Should have tied the balloon.
Well, I'm sorry, I gotta make one. Yeah. She's immediately like running up to Addie, just yelling out "Papa, Papa, 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 Papa!" Like
He just like snaps out of like his mean mugging, just like looks over, it's just like, oh, and he just like squats down to you.
she gonna give him a hug. Yeah.
Kind of like opens his arms. Then he like picks you up, like stands up, and he just like kind of like shoves you under his like
Aw.
arm.
Yeah, what you doing here? I thought you were still taking care of stuff back in the forest.
I was, and I was bringing some people back that came from here.
Like the kids.
Yes.
Okay.
She's gonna look across over to Basil.
Hi, Baba.
He's just like, what are you supposed to be dressed as?
I'm a dragon.
You look like a chicken.
Yeah, well, you can't turn me into a chicken anymore, so she'll stick her tongue out.
Try. I can try. And
Yeah,
then
I can do that too now.
and then you hear and then like the gnomish woman just kind of like pipes up. She's like, "Wow, no hugs for me? I mean, it's not like I raised you or anything."
She will kind of squeak a little bit and kind of like jump out at Addie's.
Wriggles
What
out.
she probably stands about her.
Yeah, you're about standing the same height as her.
Yeah.
It's like, is it okay if I hug you?
You know,
I
I
mean-
know you never really liked hugs, so
Yeah, fine, just this once.
yeah. She'll just give her a hug and it's like,
I was sure with ya.
Hello to you too, you little thing.
and it's just kind of like looking between her and then Addie, and then back to her, and it's like, why are you here?
Yeah, we were gonna. I was in the area. I heard about the one of my kind of going.
Yeah, he was a butthead.
I mean, that's one way to put it.
They're doing a lot of bad things.
Yeah, tell me about it. So, like, what's all this going on here? I don't like to spend a lot of time in, crowded spaces.
It's a festival.
It's a festival. Is that dog drinking out of a puddle? That's disgusting. I think that's a dog. I don't know what dogs look like, actually.
I mean, they're kind of like wolves, but weird.
Wolves, but like soft and domesticated?
Yeah.
Ew. No thanks. Saddie's like, yeah, she kind of found us, and
Yeah,
she told me that she was the one that,
Yeah. Yeah, that's Miss Shervithia. She's the... Just gonna get really, really quiet. She's the dragon who took care of me.
Okay, he just kind of like looks around, looks back at Jakey, and he's like, can we go somewhere? Let's go somewhere else. I want to look around.
Okay, do we want to go? And then she'll point back over in Alistair's direction, like, walk that way.
Yeah. Where's the graveyard around here? I hear this festival is for what's the word? He kind of like looks at Basil and like says something in Druidic, and Basil's just like, yeah, it's for honoring the dead. And amongst other, fall harvests and stuff.
Okay.
So we wanted to, check out the graveyard and, do some of our own rituals.
Okay. She'll look back again over at Addie. Any idea on where Daddy is?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
What?
Just puts his hand on your head, just like, let's just move.
Okay. Yeah, she'll just follow, and she's looking back over at Irian like, I don't know what's going on.
Sirian's just like,
Can he come with? She's looking over at Addie.
I just like, fine.
It's a family matter.
I guess, okay, sure. Okay. Yeah, and he just like, kind of like grabs you again, kind of like hoists you up over his shoulder.
Aww. She'll giggle.
It's like, do you need to like tell your group anything, or?
Oh, yeah. She'll look back over at Cordelia, just kind of like, I found my papa. I'm gonna go and hang out with them for a little bit, and she'll just cup her hands, looking over at Phoebus. I'll come back to do more trick or treating soon.
It's just like, oh, okay.
She'll say that in Infernal too.
Okay.
To make it easier.
Yay. He appreciates that greatly.
Mm-hmm.
As Addie carries you off towards the graveyard. Cordelia, as you were
Yeah, I was
caught
like,
the attention of.
yeah, it was like, okay, and she was like, do I go? Do I go? But I want to see the shop.
No, no. You gotta look here at all my nice shiny things. You made eye contact with me. That means you gotta buy something now.
I don't even know where your eyes are.
I know where all yours are, and he kind of like gestures to like your head.
Oh my god.
The whole
Anyway.
head.
So, hello, welcome. This is my item shop. This is a little smaller than my my main location back in Baldur's Gate. I'm doing some relocating to try to increase revenue. Anyway, so name's Jakey. I'm the proprietor of this shop. Greatest magician around these parts. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise, as he yells over in Stranger's direction. The stranger's just like, you're not the wizard, you're a con man.
Just looks at stranger.
against Jake. He's like, well, divination's not real magic. Anyway.
Oh.
Wizard, fine. This is like, anyway. And he's like, so what would you like to look at? I've got a whole bunch of, things. Are
What do
you,
have?
Well, I mean, what kind of baubles perks you fancy? Are you more of a... You like weapons, I saw. I have some weapons here.
Sure.
And he, like, gestures over to a display case. It's like, again,
I am very content with the sword my uncle gave me already. Maybe
Well-
a little upgrade on my shield if you have it.
Shield. Oh, man, that's the one thing I didn't bring with me. I mean, I do have these wonderful swords over here, and he just, like, gestures to these two blades. He's like, now this one really, really hurt. Like, you slice someone with it, and it's gonna, like, feel like, their life's draining or something. This one over here, this one's,
that's Cyrus' sword.
this one over here is it's a pretty fancy sword, and he like kind of picks it up and he like swishes it around, and he's just like, now like you speak the command to it and it's gonna do this cool thing, and he like throws it in the air and it like kind of hovers in place. He's like, you can kind of make it, do stuff without it
Okay.
being connected to your hands.
That's cool.
Now I don't have and for the record, because this is the big, autumn festival. What's it called here? I don't know. I've only been to like Waterdeep like 3 times in my lifetime. I know, sue me, with as long as I've been alive. Yeah, Festival of the End, that thing. I got a special discount for all of my items. So, the sword that hurts so much it feels like your life's draining away, I got a good deal of $39.99 going on here. There's no period in between any of that, just FYI. $39.99. Gold. I only take gold. I mean, platinum is negotiable. And the floaty dancy one, that's going to be $19.99. But now, if you're kind of into armor, I do have some armor, and he like pulls out like this like really beautiful like pale chainmail shirt. He's like, now this thing here, mithril, beautiful. You'd love it. Love to have it.
It's a chainmail,
Yeah,
like the medium chainmail,
like
or
the chainmail shirt.
or the heavy chain. Oh, okay. Is that medium?
Good question. I'll look up the stats for it later, but it's
Yeah.
pure mithril.
Because if it is, I only wear light armor.
Totally fair. I mean, if you know somebody that might need medium armor, this might be a good, gift to give. The holidays are coming up. Start your holiday shopping now. This can be yours. $7.99. I also have this breastplate over here, and he like goes over to a mannequin, kind of like knocks on it on the chest. $69.99. I know it's gonna be one of my more pricier objects, but trust me, it's damage resistant, specifically to one type of damage.
What damage?
The brain kind.
Oh, what kind of armor is it?
This is gonna be the breastplate armor of resistance.
Okay. Breastplate so heavy.
Yeah, it'll be a little more heavy. But don't let that stop you there. I've got other things. I've got scrolls. I've got like little gemstones. I have a ring.
What's this ring?
So, I've got a ring. It's called the Ring of the Ram. $49.99.
Ooh,
Don't ask me what it does.
I know what it does. Actually,
I've got so many items in my head, it's hard to keep track of what does what. Just know it's the Ring of the Ram. Context clue is right there. Now,
it's
I've
a
got
ring, and
yeah.
it rams.
And it rams. Have you ever thought about taking a part-time position as a sales pitcher? Because, I mean, I could use some help around here. And then I got here this elemental gem, and he kind of like holds up what looks like a ruby. Like, just kind of like gives it like a spin in his fingers and like sets it back in the case. It's does fancy elemental magic. Let the color tell you what it does. I think it's water-based, I don't know. And then I've got some scrolls here. You got, they're both scrolls that have to do with, some kind of, like, I don't know, running or something. You know, some kind of, steps. One of these is like, one of them's got to do with, like, you know, keeping your steps up in thunder. The other one's like a Zephyr thing. I don't fucking know. I didn't really read them that well. Anyway, both scrolls, $1.99 a piece.
Wait, you made the scrolls, so...
Look, I wrote them myself. Doesn't mean I remember what I wrote. The stranger is like, he did not write them himself. He steals them. And he, like, kind of, like, fans out his, like, tarot cards to you, Hawk, and goes, is this your card?
No.
Are you sure it's making a sad face like you? And he, like, kind of holds it up to the side.
Hawk is gonna, like, grab at the card. Stop shaking that in my face.
I'm going to say you are... And he's gonna, like, show you the tarot card that's got the guy laying on the ground with all the swords in his back. That guy.
Is that a threat?
No, it's a prediction. Maybe. Don't hit me.
I was gonna ask you if I'd ever hit you, but I have.
You absolutely have. If I had to put a number on what's my, on how easy it is to hit me, it might be at a solid 10.
Like, Hawk is, like, looking around. Does, like, anybody seem interested in this? What stranger is doing whatsoever?
I'm gonna say that you've got a few people kind of looking over, and as you kind of like people watch, you see this this girl kind of like checking out the item shop from the other greasy salesman. She stands about like medium height and has like the most noticeable thing is that she has snakes for hair, and she's just kind of like checking things out. And you'd have to say she's probably one of the more interesting people you've seen today. Aside from, like, the very large blue gentlemen that are selling, you know, squash and stuff next to Stranger's stall. As, like, every now and then, like, somebody will walk by their stall, and, they're both very large blue men, but the kind of slightly skinnier one is kind of sitting on a crate as he's, like, strumming a guitar. And he's just like, hey, come here, come buy my brother's shit. So these fucking city folk, I swear to God. And his much larger brother's just like, why are you cussing so damn much? Scaring away all the customers, shit. So, as all that's going on, by this point, I will say, Hawk and Cordelia, roll me a perception. As by this point, Phoebus is kind of like going around trying to like get his treats from the stalls.
That is a 22 for Hawk.
Nice, very nice.
I have a 19.
19, okay. So you start to kind of notice as like Cordelia, out of like your peripheral, you see is like Phoebus is like kind of like toddling around with his basket. And you see that, like, with, like, all of, like, the noise going on in the crowds, he's, like, getting kind of visibly upset. He's just kind of, like, looking around. And then he just kind of, like, reaches a point where he just, like, turns around to Zevi. He's just like, I want my daddy now. I want daddy to be here right now. Why isn't he here yet? And Zevi's like, Phoebe, I don't know. He's taking a while. Like, I can message him real quick if you want. Like, but he's, you know, he said he was going to not be here until, like, a little later. And it's just, this little child just like puffs up his cheeks. He's just like, I want daddy here now, right now. And he just like gets so upset that he just like all of a sudden just like holds his breath and he's fucking gone. He just disappears.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
And Zevy's just like, oh shit!
Oh,
Fuck!
Oh no.
And Hawk saw that.
Yeah, you saw this child just straight up turn invisible.
It just fucking disappeared.
Stranger's just like, what? Where? Did a kid fall?
No. He disappeared into thin air.
Oh. Shit, that sounds like a him problem. Why, you gonna do something about it?
I mean, children disappearing isn't a good thing.
Well, if you want to go do something about it, go do something about it.
Don't tell me what to do. Yes, he gets up. And he's gonna, like, as he gets up and, like, give the little crate, like, a kick with the back of his foot.
Just cards go scattering.
No, when Cordelia saw it too, right?
Yeah, you saw it too. Like, you turn around right as Phoebus was having a fit, and that's... I'm not gonna... That's bad. Sorry, that was bad. I'm describing Phoebus going missing, and then my phone all of a sudden gets an Amber Alert, and I'm like, oh shit.
Oh.
Uh-oh. We have
Anyway.
an Amber Alert for
Say too bad
Phoebus.
Patience isn't around 'cause she has sea invisibility.
Yeah, well, she got taken.
Oop.
I'm
She's
gonna
with her
be
dad.
like, I'll be back. Go to the
Yeah, like, you see, like, Zevy is about to go through, like, a whole panic attack.
Yeah, I'm interested with the dancing sword, blah blah blah.
He's like, hey. He's like, all right, hurry up! I don't hold stuff for people. It's a first come first serve basis.
But
So
yeah,
it's
I'm
just
interested.
like shit.
What happened?
My dad's gonna kill me. My dad's gonna fucking kill me. Oh my god, he's gonna fucking kill me. I mean, he's not gonna kill me, but like, fuck. No. Okay. So, new development. Lately we found out that my baby brother kind of does this thing where if he gets mad or upset, he just straight up turns invisible, and I don't know where the fuck he went. And it's really, really crowded, and oh shit. Oh fuck, he looks like he's like on the verge of like tears.
Okay. So you said he's upset. Right? He's upset.
Yeah.
What kind of things does he like that would make him feel comfortable?
Well, he likes cheese. He likes I mean, he's like really obsessed with like these like, you know, the stories about the vigilante, the magpie. You know, he's just upset because our dad's not here. Like that's the main reason. And oh god. Fuck.
Okay. So Hawk is gonna like look around and see if he sees any like the storytellers or any vendors that are selling cheese.
You see like the produce stand over here that's mainly selling like veggies and stuff, but you see one of the vendors has a guitar as he's just kind of like strumming it. This woman over here is selling food, but it's more gonna be like candied apples and like fudge and stuff.
Okay. Well, no cheese to be had, I don't think. And I mean, that guy's playing a guitar, but not telling any stories.
I mean, roll me an insight, Hawk, on that guy.
What's the point?
Yeah.
I have advantage on that.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Hey, 14.
14. I mean, that dude looks like he's like a bard, and you know, bards usually like to, you know, tell stories and sing songs, but
Wait,
kinda-
no, that's a good point.
yeah, he's hey.
And
But he-
Hawk is gonna like.
I mean, he's a
jog.
little rough looking, but I mean, hey, you know, some people are. We don't judge.
Excuse me. And yeah, Hawk is gonna walk up to the person playing the guitar.
He he looks you up and down. The hell you want?
First of all, how are you? So there's a child that just like disappeared into thin fucking air, and we're trying to figure out where he
And
is.
how the hell is that my problem?
It's not, but
Okay, then he just keeps going back to his guitar.
What would it take for me to convince you to tell a story about a magpie to re-attract the missing child.
Really? That fucking story? Oh my god. I mean, he kind of like thumbs over to the produce stand where you see his brother kind of like arranging his squash. Like, you could, talk to him and see about buying some of this shit so we can get out of here faster.
Done.
Alright. So you go to do that?
Yep, he's gonna walk over and talk to the brother.
As he just kind of like sighs, he's just like, don't tell me Zero kind of bullied you into coming over here.
Takes a lot more than that to bully me. It was for a good cause, plus I like vegetables.
Oh, well, I mean, take your pick. These were all, freshly picked just this morning. Courtesy of Blue Bull Farms.
Oh. Are you local, or are you all traveling, or?
Oh, we travel around, but we're pretty close to we're pretty close to Waterdeep.
Oh, nice. What would you say is the best, like the freshest, like the perfect thing that I'm really I need to eat it?
Zero's just like, oh shit, here we go. You're gonna be here a while.
You're supposed to be playing a song about a magpie.
I ain't playing shit till you put money in my brother's hand. And Ziffer's just like, oh, I mean, whatever, tickles your fancy. I mean, if you're more of a tomato fella, I've got tomatoes, I've got corn, I've got some nice acorn squash over here that roasts up real nice.
You know what? I could eat tomatoes like apples. Can I have a few of those?
Well, alright then. As he'll get you like a small bag of tomatoes. These are like some hefty fucking tomatoes. Like, these are like pomegranate-sized tomatoes.
Yes.
And that'll be about, God, what, like 5 copper?
Done. And
Yeah.
Hawk will hand him the coppers and take the tomatoes, and he'll take one of them and like look over at Zero and take a bite out of the tomato.
Shit, fine, alright. The hell am I supposed to be, harping about?
Story about a magpie.
Alright, you mean like the thief fella, right?
Yep.
Alright. Whatever tickles your pickle. He just like starts to strum his guitar. Starts to play. Singing a song about the nefarious vigilante known as the Magpie. And how he sneaks in through the shadows, steals from the rich folks, and all that stuff. It's like he's really selling it too, like crooning on like in a very like rockabilly fashion. And there is no small child to be found.
Okay. Hawk will walk back over to Xavier. We're like, well, with the tomatoes.
Okay.
Well, my plan didn't work.
Oh. I mean, it was a good idea. Crap. Okay.
Where does he usually go in?
Crap, I know what I need to do. Okay, just hang on. And he just kind of takes a couple breaths and he focuses and just, you see as his eyes kind of light up this green, with this green magic as he casts a spell and says out loud in a message just, Dad, can you please come to the market square because I lost Phoebus.
Yikes.
And
And then a fairy portal thing.
Grayson, as you are in the middle of a meeting, finishing up for the day, you get that message.
He just puts his hand in between his eyes, like in the little crook of his nose, and just like, okay. And he will immediately teleport to wherever he needs to be.
Alright, as you teleport right into that square, let me get you control of Grayson. Today. Alright, my computer doesn't want to do that right now. Hold on. See if I can move you. There it goes.
There's the fabulous.
There he is. As you kind of teleport right there, as everybody just sees like just this like glittery puff of smoke as this tall, very, very finely dressed nobleman appears. Long, dark hair in a ponytail with like the shock of white kind of like going off to the side on a fringe. Wearing very finely dressed clothes as he stands there. And Xavier just kind of like looks very ashamed at his feet. It's like, I am so sorry. He got really upset and then he did the thing.
He did the thing again. Okay. Can Grayson look around and try to do a like kind of see if he could figure out where Phoebe could possibly be? If there's any remnants.
Roll me I'll call it an investigation.
Okay. That is a 17.
17. Okay. You kind of see that because there's some spots where like there's cobblestone and then there's dirt, and like in the dirt you can kind of see like tiny little hoof prints followed by a couple of candy wrappers open on the ground.
Oh, that sweet child.
As they are kind of leading off behind a couple of the stalls.
He's gonna follow those.
Okay. Alright, as you do. I'll say that you'll find him right behind a couple of like tables where there's like you know, different like candies and like sweets just kind of displayed there. He's just kind of like under the table, kind of like unwrapping some of them.
Is he still invisible?
No, he's not invisible at this point.
Phoebus, what are you doing?
I'm very mad at you.
And why is that?
Because you was supposed to take me trick-or-treating and you're late.
He puts his hand to his chest, he's like, my weight? He'll like put like pat Phoebe on the head and just like, you know, I had things to do. I thought I was abandoned. So he's just like, oh my god. He's gonna like lure him out.
As you'll lure him out, and he's just kind of like holding his little basket in his hands, just very pouty.
You know, I have to do things at the, you know, with the whole estate.
Okay. I know, but he just like kind of gets a little flustered as he's trying to like speak and just kind of like mutters a little bit to himself in Infernal.
What? Come on, say it in common.
He just gets very flustered. It's like, I wanted to spend time with you and Papa, but all Papa wants to do is be bowling and sweep a lot.
I know. Trust me, it's frustrating, I know. He's gonna just like lead Phoebus out and just walk towards Xavier. Don't scare your brother like that, okay?
Okay.
Now, do you want to continue trick-or-treating?
Yes. Please.
Or would you rather me just buy you food?
Yes. Yes.
Does he have an outfit on?
Yeah, he has his little, like, magpie outfit on.
Oh, okay, cute.
He's in his little costume.
Okay, let's go get you something to eat, okay? We can't be eating all of the candy or else you'll get sick.
My tummy already hurts.
Okay, we're taking that. He's gonna take the candy.
Okay. Because you take that. You take Phoebus by the hand. Because I try not to knock anything down, shit. That's just Sevia kind of like turns to you, Hawk. It's just like, thanks for helping out.
No problem.
I'm gonna. And he's just gonna kind of like call out to you, Grayson. It's like I think I'm gonna hang out here for a bit.
Fine, dear.
Uncle Wes is trying to get me to socialize more.
Smart.
Yeah.
Just be safe.
Okay, I guess am I gonna meet you at the ship or at the tavern?
I'll meet you at the tavern. Do you need any spending money? And he's gonna pull out like just a shit ton of platinum.
Can you just like hold out this giant bag of money?
Do you need some money, dear?
It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to use some of the tips that I got today.
You have to get tips. Oh dear.
Fine, I'll take a platinum.
Okay, good. He'll give him 5.
Okay. It's just like holding 5.
It's for my own reassurance, dear.
I know. Thanks, Dad. I'll see you in a bit.
Okay. Come on, Phoebus. Let's go get you some cheese and a cute outfit.
Okay. So you kind of take him along through the markets. Zevi kind of like turns back to holding the platinum in his hand like that. Just y'all here, and he just like holds it out to you, Cordelia, and to you, Hawk. Just like if you want to, I don't need this.
That's your money.
Nah,
Yeah.
Trust me. There's a lot more where that came from. I'm not gonna be hurting if you take it. Tell you what, I'll take 1, and then 2 for you, and 2 for you, okay?
Cordelia's just like this.
For, helping out. I at least let me do that for you. And he says that to you, Hawk.
Yes.
And I appreciate you, coming to help. Hawk.exe has stopped working.
Yeah.
just kind of like awkwardly just like places the money in your hand, just like lets it go. It's like, okay.
It's like
There you
standing there like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with... okay.
I'm gonna look at you and it's like, don't spend it at that red guy.
As that red guy just kind of slithers over.
I know better than that.
It's like, boop.
I heard a very magical sound. And that's, when 2 little pieces of metal hit each other.
So crossing swords.
Like a bell.
Almost.
Hmm.
So did you find the kid, or I hear the first 48 hours is very crucial.
Yes, he was located.
Okay.
No thanks to you.
Oh, of course, no thanks to me. I didn't want the help.
No, I know you didn't.
As he looks to you, Cordelia, we meet again, my new friend.
I don't know who you are. You're quite the stranger.
That I am. Oh, you remembered my name already. You never gave
That's
his
your
name.
name?
Yes, of course. Why is that so strange to you? Ha ha ha!
Uh,
See, I'm working on my material, and he just kind of like slaps you on the arm, Hawk.
working on it.
I'm a wizard, not a bard. Duh. Leave that for the more frou-frou people.
Frou-frou.
I'm all about organic delivery.
Who's to say that humor, like the bardic talents, can't be organic just because you don't have them?
I mean, I know somebody who would say that.
Do you?
I do actually, and we are very, very close friends, and I'm going to her house for the winter holidays, so you can be jealous about that. I'm getting my own stocking by the fireplace.
Oh, good.
You know, you're always invited if you want to come. I think I'm allowed a +1. She never said it, but I think it's implied.
I'm gonna give that a hard maybe, but probably not.
Alright, suit yourself.
No offense. We've been friends, but like... I don't know about that. Meeting people at bars and trolling around in the streets is all well and good, but inviting someone into someone else's home is kind of a... Wait, is this the friend that makes you sleep on the floor with their dog?
Hey, she does not make me sleep on the floor. I choose to sleep on the floor. Helps my scoliosis.
Oh. But the same one. Okay.
Correct.
Well. Yeah. Okay. Well. He's standing there. He still has the money in his hand. Then he's just gonna look at everybody like, "Are you sure?" Like this.
No, it's fine. Trust me. Look, it's one of those things that if I literally hold my hand out, I'm gonna get like 10 platinum put in my hand, like immediately. Like, don't. It's fine. I really don't need the money. I'm trying to do this thing where I'm learning to be more self-sufficient because I want to, you know. I don't know. I'm thinking of like starting up my own business, and I want to be more self-reliant and not, you know, it's a thing.
What kind of business do you want to start?
I don't know. I'm learning how to. I'm kind of studying under this guy. He runs this new tavern in town. So hospitality, I guess.
Right on. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, seems pretty busy around here. I'm sure that kind of business would be lucrative, to say the least.
Yeah, definitely. It's I mean, he just opened. It's called the Burning Boar. If you're ever interested to check it out. It's pretty. It's you know, it's doing pretty good right now since it just opened. And I mean, I'm not great with crowds, and but you know, my teacher, he's more like, he's kind of like my uncle. Kind of. Well, okay, it's a weird story. Like, so he's kind of like my dad's unofficial first kid, but in the sense of like he just kind of adopted him. But I still call him my uncle. You know, it's I don't know. He's a grown ass man. I call him my uncle.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a long story.
That's okay. You don't have to tell it.
Are we somewhat related?
Are we
related?
Well, Uncle Wes is my uncle.
Okay. I mean, I think I did hear about how he kind of sort of adopted you.
I want to see your family tree.
Oh, you really don't, actually. It's a mess, actually. I mean, the one guy that just showed up, that's one of my dads, and then my other dad is looks more like me and very big. He's really, really mean right now, and I mean, he's normally kind of standoffish, but like right now he's just really fucking mean, and you know. Parents, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to ramble like that. I just kind of do that when I'm nervous.
That's perfectly fine.
I'm Xavier, by the way. Xavier Taderick, and he just kind of like holds his hand out.
Hawk will extend his hand and be like, Nicodemus D. Hawkins. You can call me Hawk.
Okay, Hawk, I can do that. Sure. Are you you're not, you're not someone from the noble court, are you? I mean, I don't normally. I'm not saying your name's weird. I'm just saying that normally I hear names like that around, like, on the higher side of town. Sorry.
No. I just had a mother that had a thing for very fanciful names.
Ah, okay, yeah, that's fair. Totally fair. So. Stranger, stop drinking from the puddle.
I was drinking out of the fountain.
That too. How are they gonna make you pay for drinks out here when there's free water right there?
Why would you? Okay. Are you sure that's even water?
I don't know. I don't taste water very often. Close. Alright, so as the festival continues on, Cordelia, you'll be shopping around, I suppose. What and all is everybody going to want to be doing right now in this area?
It's that for me. I am curious what kind of sword it is.
Okay, so the
Flying
sword that, so the two swords that Jakey's selling, one of them is called the Short Sword of Life Stealing, and the other one is called the Dancing Short Sword.
Oh, they're both short.
Yes, they are. That's just pure coincidence of how I rolled it. And then, so just to run through the list of like at least the specialty items that he's carrying, he has the Mithril Chain Shirt, he has the Ring of the Ram, the Scroll of Zephyr Strike, Scroll of Thunderstep, the Elemental Gem that's Red Corundum, Breastplate Armor of Resistance to Psychic Damage, and then the two short swords. And then he's got like various little things, like, he's got spell components.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful how I say that word because I get bullied. And so yeah, he has like stuff for spells, and then he's got like also like little potions and whatnot. Mainly potions of healing, if anything. So,
How much are the two swords again?
all right, so your swords. I hit the wrong page. Okay. All right, so your two swords. Here you got So I remember I'm doing my notes on my phone now. Haha. You got the short sword of life.
99.
Short sword of life stealing, $39.99. Special offer.
Definitely not that one.
Dancing short sword's gonna be $19.99.
That one's tempting. You know what? Why not? I don't get to meet Jakey all the time.
You only live once. At least some of us only live once.
Reach yourself.
How long have you lived?
Don't ask too many questions. Have a free healing potion. It's a standard potion of healing.
I'll say, how old are you? Maybe he'll give me more healing potion.
Alright, so you're going to purchase the Dancing Short Sword?
Yeah.
Alright, so that is going to be
leave me to
1,999 gold.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That will leave me to 3 copper.
Damn!
That's all my money.
Fair enough.
To be honest, now when the ZVA was like, here's 2 platinum, we're like, holy shit, that's
It's like, oh damn. Now I can really spend.
now that I can really buy the sword.
So you now have a Dancing Short Sword.
Okay. It would be short sword, huh?
It's what?
It would be short sword.
That's literally just a random roll. That's how it went. It's wild. So, as you guys are kind of like piddling around the festival, kind of just like hanging around, checking out shops, having to deal with an unfortunate tag along that is Stranger. As he's just like, if anyone wants me to read their tarot cards, I can do that. Here, pick a card. Ooh, hey, look at that. It's the King of Swords. It's like it knew you were going to buy a sword today.
Haha.
Ha ha ha. Anyway, so as that's going on, let's go ahead and do a quick scene shift. As it's going to kind of like go more into the night. And as the night kind of progresses on, you get a little more ambiance here, something more night looking. As people start lighting these paper lanterns that kind of like leave this nice soft glow throughout the city. As patients, you're kind of taken in, like you're kind of like wandering around. Let me find nighttime stuff. There we go. As it kind of starts to as you kind of like leave like a lot of like the market squares, like the crowds start to kind of die down a bit. It's still like decorated with like all of like these beautiful like vibrant colors, and like with like these lanterns just kind of like leaving this nice magical glow everywhere. But you see like as you're walking, these like trails of like golden petals just kind of like seem to be leading towards the graveyard, which it's a very, like for a city as big as Waterdeep, it's a very large graveyard. It's like it has its own district in itself. As you enter through the gates of what is called the City of the Dead. As you see a lot of people kind of like sitting around different gravestones. They have food and drinks and they're all like enjoying their company. There's like nice like it's like a nice merry mood, which is quite like the opposite kind of what you would expect for a graveyard. Instead of like somber mourning, it's just people like having good times. They have like portraits of their loved ones kind of propped up against their gravestones. They have beautiful wreaths of flowers, and like it's just like it's kind of crowded, but it's like a lot more calm, and you know it's people enjoying their time together.
Yeah.
As Addie kind of like finds like kind of like a medium-sized ish like mausoleum, as he kind of secures you over his shoulder. Like kind of fixes you around, so you're kind of like holding around his neck.
Yeah.
And he just kind of like climbs up to sit on top of the roof as Basil follows him, and then Shervithia as well. As you all just kind of like take a seat together and just kind of look out over this sea of like gold and orange, and just a bunch of people just like having like nice picnics over the graves. As Addie just kind of sits there, and he's just like, I know I was told about this kind of festival once, and I never got the chance to go until now. I like this. This is nice.
It's really calm. It's nice. It's pretty.
I feel like, you know, people get too hung up on like, you know, when someone, you know, dies. I think having time like this, you know, he just kind of like gestures.
She gets it.
Yeah. And Shervithia just kind of like lays back on the stone, just like puts her arms like behind her head. She's just like, yeah, you know, mortals, they get too caught up on like how long they have left to live, and there's always somebody trying to live longer than the other. It's really, you know,
It's dumb.
It's gauche.
Oh, Patience just outright was like, yeah, it's dumb.
So everybody just kind of nods in agreement.
And she's just gonna kind of like... So what were you guys wanting to talk to me about? Where's Daddy at?
As Shervithia just kind of keeping like her hands crossed behind her head. She kind of like closes her eyes. She looks like she's resting. She's just like, yeah, it's coincidence that you know, I ran into your dad and, you know, your people, I should say. And because I was gonna I heard you were hanging around the woods, and I wanted to tell you that I was hearing about some weird stuff going on in the north. You know, up closer towards like the spine and stuff.
What? I mean, there's a white dragon that lives up there, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. He's a... How did I put it before? I had a word for him. It's a very nice word, very sharp word. Anyway. Oh, it wasn't a word for kids, don't worry about it. He was, yeah, you know, sometimes when dragons get to a certain age, they start to think that they're immortal. And then they remember that they're not, and then they immediately panic and start having what we call a midlife crisis. And they try to, like, you know, keep themselves alive as long as possible. And some of them will just, like, hole themselves away in their lairs and just, like, kind of let their mind get all gross and foggy with age, and it's so crazy. This one's, like, actively, like... But the thing is, he started kind of early, because he's still kind of... I mean, he's... I guess you'd call it middle age for a dragon. I mean, I'm old. I know. I will admit it. Like, you know, a lady's never supposed to talk about her age, but I feel, you know,
You're not.
I'm pretty comfortable.
You're not that.
Oh, shut up. You're like a fly in my lifetime. It's fine.
Yeah, but you still looked after me, though. You didn't
Yeah.
have to, but you did.
You annoyed me into it.
No, but you saved me, though.
I wanted a pet. Honestly. I thought it'd be cute to have, like, you know, like some people have cats. Well, I wanted my own little, like, pet. And you were just so small and cute, and then you kind of grew up a little, and you got a little annoying and mouthy, and so I sent you off.
Can I call bullshit on this?
Roll me an insight, Patience.
Why does it have to reload every single time?
Because that's just how websites work, and it's dumb.
Yeah, it is dumb. 19.
19. You know she's, you know, she says that, but you know that she doesn't really mean that.
Yeah. She'll just, like, look at her and just kind of, like, squint and just, like, that's... bulgogi.
Zaddy just kind of squints like, what the hell's a bulgogi?
It's bullshit.
Okay, yeah, he just pats your head. Just-
Okay, but no, really. You were always big on anytime I would wander out of the gnome village, you would be like, no, Patience, you need to stay here.
Alright. You really just twisted my arm. Fine, I'll tell you. The reason why I took care of you is because I was asked to take care of you.
But she looks down at Addie since she's still sitting on him.
Addie's like, don't look at me, I was dead.
She's just gonna hug him a little bit tighter, just like,
At least I think I was. I don't know, there's a thing happening. Why does this keep happening?
But my...
I think I sort of cold did anything.
Did my daddy tell you to take care of me?
No, actually, is what Shrivithia says. I mean, well, funny. He didn't say anything. However, someone associated with your father asked me to. It's, you call him a mutual friend. It's Addie just kind of like sits up and he just like looks at her like just like it's a very passive look, but he's just like staring for a very long time at her, and he just kind of like looks up at the sky and he's just like, God damn it, Cole.
Am I missing something?
Shrivithia is just like, yes, a lot of pieces actually, but you don't need, the less you know the better, honestly. Look, point is, your father and myself have a mutual friend. That mutual friend likes to stick his fingers in a lot of pies. And,
Okay.
let's just say your things happen for a reason. I take care of you for a bit. You kind of like, you know, I don't understand it either. It doesn't make sense to me, but it makes sense to him, and that's all that matters, I guess.
Do you know why I was taken?
I'm gonna say it had to do with, you know, either your magic or like your blood relation, I guess.
Brain hurry.
Yeah.
She doesn't understand.
Okay.
That. She's like, I don't get it.
All right, let me explain it again. Okay, so the one thing that kind of factors into this cult is they're trying to bring back Tiamat or whatever.
Yeah, big scary 5-headed dragon lady.
She's not that fucking scary. I'm scarier.
Okay.
Point is, she thinks she's scary. Everybody else believes her. Whatever. So, how dare you not loop? So, they're trying to bring her back. They need certain factors. Of course, you know, I'm pretty sure you heard about the masks.
Yeah.
Need the 5 dragon masks. It makes the crown, whatever. Another thing they need is a horde to venerate to Tiamat, because they want her to have nice things when she comes into the world to destroy it. Yeah,
That sounds dumb.
it's dumb. Another thing they need is sacrifice. Because it's kind of included in the horde. You've got your horde, but then you've also got like a blood sacrifice to appease her, because I don't know, people from the infernal area kind of like that shit.
Champ. You picked the perfect time.
Stranger.
Huh?
Stranger in the fountain. So,
Okay.
before they, this is what I heard from, you know, our friend.
Okay.
They tried it before with another tiefling kid because of his blood relation to specific devil lords within the Nine Hells.
This is new territory for her.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, okay.
All right, think of it this way. So Tiamat is stuck in a bubble, right? Following me? Okay.
Yes.
So she's stuck in a bubble, but there's only one way. There's like a couple ways out, actually. And one of those ways is being watched by a specific devil lord. That specific devil lord has some blood family hanging around in this area.
Okay.
And, you know, they thought it'd be a great idea to use that specific blood to sacrifice to her. So now they're just kind of looking... I think they're trying to scrap for any kind of infernal blood they can. Specifically, ones of, you know, notable heritage, but... I think they wanted you for your magical potency, and also because Cormoranthe is just fucking weird like that.
I don't like that name. That's the red dragon.
That's the red dragon that, you know... He thinks that... So, legend has it long time ago, there was a dragon that kind of, sort of consumed the heart of a fiend and became really, really bad news for everyone else. So, you know, he's trying to do the same thing, but, like, he's trying to find creatures and beings that are, like, really, like, potent with magic. Because red dragons are all about, you know, gaining power. But anyway, I'm going to circle back to my original point because you distracted me. And she's going to, like, boop you on the nose.
Meh.
reason why I'm here is because, again, you know, dragons doing stupid things for power and longevity and whatever. And of course, it's the white dragon that's like wanting to, you know, extend his lifespan beyond what we already have, because we live a long fucking time. And in order to do that, he's been luring, you know, smart people to his lair and using them to try to research ways to make him live longer and be more powerful and yada yada yada.
Seriously, my daddy might be there.
I don't know, does your dad know a lot of stuff?
Thank you, Rouge. Yeah. She looks down at Addie. Dad was the one who talked a lot about a lot of different things, if I remember correctly, right?
Addie just nods, just like, yeah, he talk about a lot of stuff.
Then she'll be like, yeah, I think my daddy is smart.
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
His Addie just kind of like, he kind of like reaches into his hair and just like pulls out these two like very small polished stones, and he just kind of like hands them to you. It's just like, I tried to I went to go look through like our old home, and I thought maybe he had, you know, his rock on him, but he doesn't, so found the other one, and here, and you can have them. And just, he hands you the two rocks. He's like, you use it to talk, and the other person hears you if they're holding the other one.
But don't you need one?
Well, I mean, I can't talk to Cole, so...
But I can talk to you.
No, it's okay. I think it's important that you have it, because I know that I can't leave this area just yet.
Okay.
And I do want to go look for Cole, but there's a lot of stuff I need to fix here, and I can't leave as soon as I want to.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think you should go.
Okay.
Because, you know, and you've proven that you're very capable of taking care of yourself, and you have, you know, you have a group that also takes care of you, which is good. And I mean, you know, I was told that, you know, he just pats you on the head.
Aww.
She's like, I think it's important that he sees you too,
Okay.
because I didn't get to see him since you were taken.
Do you want me to headbutt him when I see him?
No, that's okay. Only if you want to.
Okay.
I think, yeah, it's good for you to do this.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of how I was raised anyway. Once you're, you know, old enough, you just kind of do your own thing.
So it's not.
So.
Well, then I will go and I will bring him back then.
Good.
I do need to mention that to everybody then.
Okay.
I don't know what everybody else is planning to do now that we're back here in town, and I don't think they would be very happy with me if I snuck onto a ship or something like that and went off on my own again.
Yeah, sure, Vithia. It's just like, oh yeah, you might need a ship.
Oh.
It's, I mean, it's north, but like, It's kind of like in the mountains ish, but like you're gonna have to like take a ship to go through the ice.
What about that flying castle that's been around?
Flying castle.
Yeah, you haven't seen it? It's like a cloud giant's castle.
Oh no, I don't mess around with giants.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
And then the last thing that she'll mention is like, and you haven't seen any or heard anything about the red dragon at all.
I'll keep an ear out.
Okay.
But no, I mean the last I heard is he's been hanging out mainly by the ritual site, they call it the Well of Dragons.
Okay.
They're really keen on building up their own little army and stuff.
Well, I know when we went into the forest, the big thing that everybody was talking about was getting the Grand Dragon mask, but apparently they didn't have it, so apparently it's with the cult.
Patience, roll me history.
Okay. That's a straight 17.
You do kind of recall when the golden dragon / donkey, Spud, mentioned how he was traveling with his companion to hide the white mask and they lost it kind of in the ocean north as well.
Big brain energy just sets up. Oh my goodness, I think there's one of the masks that they still don't have. Yeah, she'll look over at Sherbeth.
Addie's just like, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
No. They need all these chromatic dragon masks to... looks over at Sherbethia, like, to, what, bring Tiamat? Scat! But to bring Tiamat back, right?
I mean, yeah,
or
that's...
bring Tiamat here to this plane.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. 5 masks, 5 heads.
A metallic dragon told us that that they themselves and their companion were trying to hide one of them, and it was up north.
Oh, you were hanging out with a metallic dragon?
They were actually kind of nice.
Mm-hmm. They get a little snooty for my taste.
I mean, they took the form of a donkey.
Oh, I like them already. So.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, with that, she's pretty much just gonna kind of quiet down and just enjoy the time that she has with her family.
So as you enjoy sitting within the graveyard with your family, your adopted mother, and also with your father and brother, as you just kind of watch people as they spend time with their own loved ones that had passed. Mm-hmm. And we will leave it there for tonight and pick it up again in 2 weeks as you all enjoy your little fall festival. And Patience has a lead on what to do next. So let's see what follows. Alright, so thanks y'all for watching along with us. Sorry for the strange layout. This is what happens when our editor goes on vacation. And we're very glad he went on vacation because he absolutely deserved it. He damn well needed that. Yeah. So thanks you guys, and we will see you all next time. So goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.